that's going to wrap up our hot lap session for tonight. Good looking batch of cars out here this weekend. So excited to have you all come out and watch some sprint car racing. Watch some great racing out of our sport mods, our pure stocks, our factory stocks, and E-mods. I tell you what, they've been putting on a great show every week. Can't wait for y'all to see those as well as the sprint cars. So sit back and enjoy a ice cold Dos Equis. We're going to kick this off. This is our opening ceremonies right now. We'll start with a prayer and follow that with our national anthem. So if I could ask everyone to rise and remove cover.
All right, everyone, if you'll join me in prayer, bow your heads. And like I say, we'll remain standing as the conclusion of the prayer for our national anthem. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this wonderful day here on your planet Earth. And we can't thank you enough for having a great evening of entertainment planned for us here at the South Texas Race Ranch. Please be with everyone that's here in the building tonight, here in the stands, out on the track, and working in the pits. Be with all of them. Keep them safe, not only here at the track, but on their way home. Be with those that are having troubles tonight. Help them feel a little lighter as they move forward during the week, that knowing that your presence is with them. Also, Lord, please be with the leaders of our country. It's difficult times right now for all of us, and we understand. Please show them the right path and also the righteous path going forward. Thank you so much again for a beautiful night that we can enjoy the sport that we all love. We asked all these things in your name. Amen. All right, folks, national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
All right, ladies and gentlemen, milk yourself at home and welcome to South Texas Race Ranch. We're going to put on a great show for you tonight. I think you know that if you've been here before. If not, stand by to be entertained. I need you to do one thing for me, one thing only I will ask of you this evening. If you would, when I ask you this question, would you please shout loud so they can hear you out of the pits, so they can hear you, our neighbors will hear you. Everyone will know the people here at South Texas Race Ranch are excited to be here and ready for a great night of racing. Are you ready to go racing? All right, let's do this thing. All right, leading off your entertainment for this evening, we have heat race number 1. This is the Just Judd Allgaier Racing Limited Modifieds out on the track. And we'll give you a quick rundown on your starting lineup. It looks like this. Starting on the pole is Brian Ryer driving the 184 car. And he's out of Corpus Christi. All these guys are out of Corpus Christi just about. Chase Lavin starts second. He's in the 15 car. He's from Corpus Christi. Starting third, Benjamin Maklachek in the 13M. Starting fourth, J.J. Jennings, first time out this year. In the 26 car, starting fifth, Ziggy Reeser from Garns Grove. He is in the 5K. And bringing up the back end is the number 6 starter, Michael Carlock from Aransas Pass in the 76. All right, folks, stand by. Excitement is about to happen. All right, it's Brian Ryan, the 184, going to lead him around. Here we go. It's that time. Let's do this. All right, Brian Ryan off quick. And a little bit of back end control problems. The 15 lost it. Totally lost that back end. That's Chase Lavin. That collected a couple other cars in turn 2. And we right now are still green. Everybody's running, even Chase Lavin. Oh, now the caution's out. Caution is out on the track. Yeah, Chase Lavin in the 15 kind of got squirrely coming out of turn 1. Just couldn't get that back into the car under control and knocked a couple of other cars as he was moving forward. And he wound up spinning into the infield, and well, he's sitting there right now. We'll have to see. Looks like Benjamin Maklachek in the 13M. He got the worst of that. He is gone to the pits. So Benjamin Maklachek off the track. And Chase Lavin, they're looking at his car right now. So we may have lost a couple on that one. We'll have to see if Chase Lavin gets rolling again or Benjamin Maklachek can join us again. So we didn't even get a quarter of a lap in before we have problems, but back in got loose on the 15 and collected a couple other cars, and chaos ensued, and well, we're going to try to pick up the pieces and get going again. All right, one lap to go. Looks like we're going to restart with 4 cars this time by Brian Ryan, the 184 is your leader, moving up into second. Starting position is J.J. Jennings in the 26. You have the 5K of Ziggy Reeser in the 76 of Michael Carlock, rounding out the 4-car field now as we get started once again in the Jude Allgaier Racing Limited Modified Series. And we have 18 Limited Modifieds in the house tonight. All right, once again, Brian Ryan, the 184, going to lead him around. There we go. Coming out of turn 4, Brian Rice says, let's go. And here we go. All right, it's J.J. Jennings in the 26 car on the outside, taking the lead going down the back stretch. And he made that work on the outside, getting around Brian Ryan, the 184, but Brian Ryan not giving up without a fight. He's right now in second spot. Moving in the third is Michael Carlock in the 76. That puts Ziggy Reeser in the 5 back to fourth. J.J. Jennings in that 26 car. Like I say, first time out this season. And looking pretty strong here at the get-go. All right, looks like some J.J. Jennings horsepower moving that car forward down the back stretch. Brian Ryan taking a look on the inside as we come out of turn number 4. Jennings seems to lose a little bit going through 1 and 2. That lets Brian Rye catch up, and Brian Rye has caught up. He's getting close. He's looking on the inside as we come out of 4. J.J. Jennings, as we get the halfway point, is your leader. Got a pretty good race back here for 3rd and 4th. Michael Carlock in the 76 has 3rd. 4th is Ziggy Reeser. All right, once again, Brian Rye starting to bring in that 26 car of J.J. Jennings a little bit. He's still, once again, looking for a way around as we come through turn 4, but it's going to be J.J. Jennings once again leading this lap. And Brian Rye seemed to lose some pace going around 1 and 2 on that one, so that lets J.J. Jennings open up a little bigger gap as we get the 2 to go as they run by the start-finish stand this time. Yeah, J.J. Jennings got it covered pretty well right now as he's starting to lengthen that lead out. There's your white flag one more time around for heat race number 1 in the limited modifieds. All right, flagman has a checkered flag in hand, and he's going to wave it for this car, number 26. That is J.J. Jennings. Second place goes to Brian Rye in the 184. Battle for 3rd looks like it's going to come down to Michael Carlock in the 76. That finishes up Heat Race 1 in the Jude Allgaier Racing Limited Modified Series. Like I say, 18 cars out here tonight. And let's move right on to Heat Race number 2. Here's your starting lineup. On the pole, Gilbert Pettis III. Out of Corpus Christi in the BD1. Next we have Marcus Maklachek. He's driving the 879. Starting 3rd, Daniel Preston in the BD2. Fourth starter, Derek Gonzalez, driving the number 73 car. Starting fifth, Trent Beaver. He drives the 14, and he is from China Grove, Texas. And then we have in the sixth starting position, that will belong to Edward Oakes out of Cuero, Texas, and he is running the number 53. All right, got a couple of drivers we hadn't seen out this year that I don't believe we've seen Edward Oakes yet in any of the races, so he's out. He's a veteran racer out of Cuero. Up front, it is Gilbert Peters III. We see a lot of him in the BD1 because he races a lot of different cars out here and very well. And Marcus Maklachek in the 879. All right, it is Gilbert Perez III leading them to the start-finish line. He's on the inside. On the outside, it is Marcus Maklachek down into turn one. Maklachek breaks from the outside, and we got one turned around over coming out of turn one, and looked like he might have had a little help in getting turned around. And that is the BD2 of Daniel Preston. We're still green. Preston gets it straightened out. He's away and rolling. And the green flag is still out. Up front now, it is Marcus Maklachek in the 879. All right, we got a battle for second place as we run down close to the start-finish line, and we have a new second-place car. That is number 14. That is Trent Beaver out of China Grove. He takes second place from Gilbert Peters III. 73, Derek Gonzalez is in fourth position. All right, it's still Maklachek, it's still Beaver, and it is still Gonzalez, Perez running 1, 2, 3. All right, halfway, that time by Marcus Maklachek still with the lead. Second place, Trent Beaver. Third place is Gilbert Pettis III. And that is Derek Gonzalez in the 73 running fourth. Fifth place belongs to Edward Oakes in the 53. All right, Maklachek got it well under control in the 879. Trent Beaver made a nice run, got up into second place, but hasn't been able to close the gap on your leader yet. All right, 2 to go as they pass the start-finish line. 2 to go. All right, I don't think we have any problem from Marcus Maklachek. He's got this one well in hand. There's your white flag. And we got one more time around. And it's all Marcus Maklachek show right now. Checkered flag is out, and it's waving for your winner. In the 879, Marcus Maklachek. Running second is the 14. That is Trent Beaver. Here is third place. The BD1, Gilbert Peters third. That's the way they run to the finish. Heat race number 2 in your limited modifieds. All right, you notice on the infield, the car's going. They go in and, yeah, they get on the scale. They've got to meet weight. They can't, they've got to meet the right classifications for this class. So they go on the scale and get weighed to make sure they are running legal. All right, coming up next, heat race number 3, limited modified, South Texas Race Ranch. This is the way they line up. Starting on the pole will be Cody Leonard out of Sinton, Texas in the 30K. Starting second, Cody Beto, Corpus Christi in the 77. Starting third, Triton Temple, Corpus Christi in the 39. Starting fourth, Ray Allen Kulhanek out of Danbury. He drives the 33. Starting fifth, Stephen Whitaker III, Robstown, running the number 38. And in sixth starting position is Tom Grothuse in the 11T. He hails from San Antonio. All right, here we go. They're rolling on the track right now. And if you were looking for that number 91 car of Jared Maupin, who won a bunch of stuff last week, including the feature race in this class, he's not here tonight. So the Cody Leonard, who was second in the feature in the 30K, he's here, and he is starting on the pole for this. All right, to get the one to go as they roll past the start-finish line, it is Cody Leonard in the 30K, and on the outside of him is Cody Beto in the 77. And for our first two heat races, the driver on the outside has been running down into turn one with the advantage. So we'll see what happens with this one. All right, it's in the hands of Cody Leonard. He's going to lead him around. He says, right now we need to go, and here we go. All right, Cody Leonard holds on the inside this time. Beto fighting back on the outside, coming into turn two, but horsepower benefit to Leonard in the 30K as he pulls out to the lead. Got a big scramble behind him, and Cody Beto taking a look on the inside. And once again, Beto looking for a way around Leonard. And right now the 39 car has moved into third spot. That is Triton Temple. With the 33 of Ray Allen Kahanick, we're moving up right beside him as we go through 3 and 4. Almost 3 wide as we went around turn 4. And we've got a real hot battle right now for third spot. And Ray Allen Kahanick just about lost that back end coming out of turn number 2. That cost him a little bit. Now that moves Triton Temple into third. Up front, well, Cody Beto looking on the outside this time. Tried twice on the inside. That wasn't going to work. Now he's trying on the outside of Leonard in the number 30. Oh, and Cody Beto goes around. Oh, close call. Ray Allen Kahanick in the number 33 just about collected him over there in turn 2. Beto is back, rolling and moving forward. We're staying green, and we are at halfway. So Cody Beto making a real hard charge trying to get around that 30 car, but lost it. Lost the back end over in turn 2, and that moves him to the back of the pack. Meanwhile, up front, it is still Cody Leonard. That 39 car, that is Triton Temple. The 33, Ray Allen Kulhanick. That's the way they run. 1, 2, 3. All right, flagman is indicating 2 laps to go as we roll past the start-finish line. So it is Cody Leonard up front. Triton Temple in the 39, Ray Allen Kahanick in the 33 right now, running in the top 3 spots. And they're fairly well spaced out, although 39 Temple may be closing some ground on your leader, but if he's going to do that, he's got one more lap to do it. Up front, it's Leonard in the 30K. He's got to hold on for one more lap, and he will take a heat race victory tonight. All right, we got a challenge on the inside. Triton Temple looking hard. Not going to happen, but a good effort. Triton Temple comes in second. Your winner is Cody Leonard in the 30. Third spot, Ray Allen Kulhanick and the number 33 car. All right, folks. This is what you came to see. 305 sprints are scheduled to run next. And there are 2 heat races. We have 2 heat races tonight in the 305 non-wing sprints. We got 12 cars on the track tonight. We're going to run 2 heats of 6 apiece. All right, they're rolling on the track. This will be the Jacksonville Tool and Die Heat Race number 1, ASCS Elite Sprints. And as you notice, they don't have starters in these cars. They're direct drive. We got to push them off to get them going. And we're getting them going right now. Here's the way they're going to line up for your heat race number 1 in the Jacksonville Tool and Die Heat Race number 1 for the ASCS Elite Sprints. Starting on the pole. Or starting on the front row, 21K, that is Kobe Simpson out of Bonham, Texas. The 48 car next to him will be Caden McCreary out of Terrell. Row 2, 99X, that's Dalton Stevens out of Scurry, Texas. On his outside, the 63, that is Chris Williams, also out of Terrell, Texas. And then starting in the third row, the 91 car, that is Craig Oakes out of Marshall, Texas. And next to him will be the number 1 car, veteran racer Paul White out of Waco. Like I say, we get these cars off and rolling. They need a push start. And if you saw them warming up earlier in the hot laps, you know what the kind of show these guys are going to put on for you. And so sit back, relax while you can, because it's going to get exciting here in a minute. All right, we're going to line them up. We got them all off and rolling. And we'll get your ASCS Elite Sprints rolling towards a starting position here. All right, we're getting them where we want them. All right, pack's starting to farm up. They get the one to go as they roll past the flagman this time. Once again, up front is Kobe Simpson in the 21K. Beside him is Caden McCreary in the 48. And this should be fun, folks. This is what you came to see. All right, well, this is the heat race. Just wait a while, and later on tonight, you're going to really see something when all 12 of these cars are on the track at once. But right now, let's enjoy this heat race. Here they come, running around. Kobe Simpson in 21K. He leads them around to the start. He says it's time to go. And go he does. He's off quickly down into turn 1. All right, we got the pack kind of cleared out and front lined out. It's Simpson up front as we complete lap 1. Oh, we got one spinning around over in turn number 4. He does a 360 and he's back heading in the right direction. Meanwhile, up front, we've got a challenge for the lead. Oh, we had a challenge for the lead. It looks like our leader may have put the horsepower down on that one down the back stretch. Once again, there's a challenge for the lead down the back stretch. Simpson trying to hold off the challenger. That challenger looks like the 99X. That is Dalton Stevens. Dalton Stevens up front. All right, we got a pass now for the third spot. As up front, it's still Simpson and Dalton Stevens looking to make a cut down low halfway through this one. Third place runner now is Paul White in the number 1 car. Up front, still pretty good battle going on. Simpson's got the lead. Oh, we got a little close to the wall there. Down the back stretch by the second place runner. That looks like 99 Dalton Stevens. All right, Stevens looking on the inside. Let's see. He doesn't quite have the horsepower to make that happen down that back stretch, but he tends to close up as we're going through the turns. He's doing that right now. Looking on the inside. Oh, it's tight coming out of 4, but we've got 2 to go as they go by. This can be settled right now. There it is. A little bit of a slow down, slip up. Going out of turn 1 by your leader. We have a new leader. That is the 99X, Dalton Stevens. Dalton Stevens now with the lead, but whoa! It was not to be for long as he lost it in the turn number 4, and back up front is Kobe Simpson. And drivers got the 1 to go as they went past the start-finish line, and it looks like it's going to be Simpson going to be heading for a checker. And there it is, your winner, Kobe Simpson, second place. 99X Dalton Stevens, third place, I believe, is the one of Paul White. That is the way they finish. This is heat race number 1 for these cars, the Elite Sprints. All right, that was fun, but the fun never stops around here. Let's move right on to heat number 2. This is Texas Aeroplastics Heat Race 2 in the ASCS Elite Sprint Series. Here is your starting lineup. Starting up front on the pole, AK-47. That's Nick Stewart out of Amarillo. Next to him will be 36, Kevin Reed from Claremore, Oklahoma. Starting second in the 31, that'll be Mason Smith from Wichita Falls, Texas. Beside him will be the 25 of Chase Brewer from Waxahachie. Starting third row will be the 33 of Mike Merrill, Royce City, Texas. And on the outside of row 3 will be the 48X. That's Neil Matuska out of Waxahachie, Texas as well. All right, you see them getting out here. They're getting their push vehicles in position to give them a push off and get them a start. And there's a skill to knowing how to push these cars off and get them going as well. All right, we're getting them rolling, and we're waiting on this yellow car right here. Let's see if he can get a push to get him rolling. Just looking for a push. And here comes someone to the rescue. Yeah, here comes someone to the rescue. He's going to push him off. I'll handle this, he says. All right, we got all the cars rolling except one, and that is this yellow car number 36. That is Kevin Reed out of Claremore, Oklahoma. So he had a ways to go to get here tonight. All right, we got Kevin Reed away and rolling, so we're going to get him grouped up and get him ready to go racing. Don't forget tonight, $1 Dos Equis. Enjoy the $1 Dos Equis. It's cold, it's delicious, and refreshing, and all that stuff. And, you know, check out the food down in the snack bar, if you want to call it that. You can get a full meal down there. If you got your program, turn it on over to the page, and whatever page it is, the last page, and they have a QR code there. You can scan it. You can order your food right from your seat. All right, they got the one to go as they roll past up front. And once again, it is the AK-47 Nick Stewart of Amarillo. On the outside is Kevin Reed in the 36 from Claremore, Oklahoma. All right, caution light is out. Next time by, they will get the green. All right, it's Stewart leading him around. He's going slow, he's going slow, he's going slow, he's going slow. He says, let's go fast, let's go fast. Here we go! All right, it is a charge on the outside in the yellow car we were talking about. That's the 36 of Kevin Reed out for the quick start. All right, we got another car. We got a big challenge, 3 wide going into 4, coming out of 4. We have a new car up front. No, we don't. We have a new car in second. I'm sorry. My bad. Number 25, looks like Chase Brewer now has second place. All right, Chase Brewer says, maybe I won't first. Second isn't good enough. All right, the AK-47 of Nick Stewart now in third, or is he? He's got a challenge on the inside going into turns 3 and 4. And we're getting close to a challenge for the lead. As the 25 of Chase Brewer is going to make that happen right now between 1 and 2. He takes the lead as had a little trouble navigating that turn by the 36 of Kevin Reed, and that cost him a spot. And he's going to try to take that back. Halfway this time by halfway. In third right now is number 31. That is Mason Smith. Mason Smith now has third place up front. It is Chase Brewer in that 25. All right, Chase Brewer up front. Kevin Reed, who had the lead, but had lost it when he lost a little bit of momentum in turns 1 and 2, and he is in second. 2 to go this time by. Third spot right now, solidly in the hands of the number 31 of Mason Smith. Once again, looks like Reed has a little trouble. Slowly loses a lot of speed going through 1 and 2, and that allows the 31 car of Smith to close up. Here's your white flag one more time for the number 25 to secure his victory. All right, looks like smooth sailing. Or number 25, Chase Brewer. And there's his checkered flag. And he takes the win. Second place goes to 36. Kevin Reed. Third is the number 31 of Mason Smith. So that was your Texas Aeroplastics Heat Race 2 in the ASCS Elite Sprints. And yeah, we have 12 cars tonight. And they will all be on the track for our feature race and a little later after intermission, and a whole lot more racing to come. All right, there is your winner in the heat race. No, that is your second place car in the heat race. Winner already gone by. Sorry, you look down for a second to see what the next race is, and you lose track. All right. All right, this is the Proline Pure Stocks. We have 16 entries tonight, and they will run into heats of 8. This is your starting lineup for heat number 1. Starting the pole, Alexis Hendricks in the 88A out of Corpus Christi. Next to her will be Emma Hendricks out of Sandia in the 8E. Third is Alexis Powell out of Corpus Christi in the 9. That's 3 young ladies starting up front. Starting fourth, Chris Vincent in the 18R. Starting 5th, Robert Wyman from Matheson, the 42W. Starting 6th, John Wayne Wilson of Corpus Christi in the 39. Starting 7th, Brandon Skinner in the 2. And starting 8th, Shane Sturtz. As we're ready to go, and we're gone. All right, that is Alexis Hendricks in the 88A. Like I say, we got 3 young ladies heading up the race tonight. And we got a pretty good battle there. Emma Hendricks trying to hold off. Bunch of hard chargers running behind her. That 8E is Emma Hendricks. And the 42 is looking like he would like to get up there and get in the middle of this. Oh, we got a little, and we got the 18R, Chris Vincent going around off the front bumper of the 39, John Wayne Wilson, but 18 did slow down. He's having a little trouble navigating that turn. And John Wayne Wilson turned it around, but everyone's away. We're still staying green. And it's still Emma Hendricks. Excuse me, still Alexis Hendricks up front. Emma Hendricks is second. Got the 2 Hendrickses. And the 2 Hendrickses are challenging right now for first and second. It is still Alexis with Emma in tow. Now, the 42, Robert Wyman. He's making a move. Looks like he's going to have third, except John Wayne Wilson says, oh, not so fast, my friend. I want that third spot. I'm going to take it. And John Wayne Wilson in the 39 moves into the third spot. Up front, we've got a side-by-side challenge as we come to the start-finish line between the Hendrickses. And this time we have a new leader. That's Emma Hendricks in the 80. Sending Alexis Hendricks in the 88A back to second. John Wayne Wilson says, hold on, ladies. I want a piece of what's going on up front. But he's only got 2 laps to make that happen. All right, actually he has 1 lap. No, we don't. Still green. I thought we had saw the white flag, the 2 to go, but I guess I did not. All right, John Wayne Wilson now makes his move for second spot. He has it. He sets his sails in pursuit of the 8E of Emma Hendricks. All right, here we got the 2 to go. I thought I saw it a minute ago, but there it is. All right, 2 laps to go. Things are a long way from being settled up front. All right, it is Emma Hendricks in the 80, John Wayne Wilson in the 39. I think this is going to be interesting before we're said and done here. John Wayne Wilson in the 39 looking on the inside. John Wayne Wilson not going to make that happen yet, but he is set up to make a move. As he goes through 1 and 2, he's looking on the inside, doesn't really have the room, not going to make it happen. We got one around. And back heading in the right direction, that is Alexis Hendricks in the 88A. Meanwhile, back up front, we still got a challenge. John Wayne Wilson driving it hard on the inside, not quite able to make the pass. And that leads to a victory for Emma Hendricks in the 8E. John Wayne Wilson in the 39 finishes second. And the 9 car of Alexis Powell winds up coming home in third. All right, a little bit of excitement there in the Pro Line Pure Stocks. That was heat race number 1. And congratulations to Emma Hendricks in the 80. She takes the victory. And she has the checkered flag holding out the window. And let's see. Is she going to be able to get rolling? Win the race and then can't move? Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Emma's away. All is good. And what we got coming up next for you is heat race number 2 in the Pro Line Pure Stocks. They start out like this, starting the pole in the 88. That is Stephen Whitaker, the 3rd out of Robstown. Starting second is Jamie Deere in the 15D out of Corpus Christi. Starting third, Jerry Walters in the 127. 4th place starter, G.W. Hessong, who won in this class last week in the feature race in the 35. Starting 5th, J.C. Paul, the 3rd out of Corpus Christi in the 4J. Starting 6th, Carl Buchanan, Lake City, Texas in the 510. 7th starter, Curtis King, Corpus Christi in the 42, and that brings us to the 8th place starter. That is Jeff Johnson in the 13J. He hails from McAllen, Texas. All right, this is heat race number 2 in your pure stock class. All right, the caution light is out. We're not messing around. Stephen Whitaker the 3rd going to lead him to that start-finish line, and here we go. All right, on the outside, that's Jamie Deere. Jamie Deere looked like he's going to break into the lead, but Stephen Whitaker going to drag race him down the backstretch for that position, but looks like Jamie Deere in the 15D going to take the lead. And it's Jamie Deere first. Whitaker the third in second, but G.W. Hessong, who won this class in the feature race 2 weeks ago, he's interjected himself into this picture. And he has a fast car, as evidenced by 2 weeks ago, and he was pretty awesome. All right, Jamie Deere holding on right now. First place. Second place looks like it's G.W. Hessong. Now taking it, moving Whitaker the third, back to third. And Jamie Deere trying to hold him off. Let's see if it can happen. We got a drag race down the back stretch for the lead. Hessong on the inside. Jamie Deere on the outside. And it looks like Jamie Deere will prevail for now. Hessong takes that inside line out of turn 4. Let's see if he can hold that as we go around 1 and 2. That may give him the lead. Jamie Deere strong on the outside. He still has the lead as we head down the back stretch. Good racing up front. Whitaker the third. Catching up, but also catching up in that 42 is a long-time racer here, and that is Curtis King. All right. We got the halfway right now. It's still Jamie Deere in the lead. G.W. Hessong running second. Whitaker the third, running third. Curtis King in the 42. He wants it to look at that third spot. Is up front, Jamie Deere. Had his hands full, holding off G.W. Hessong in that 35. Hessong on the inside. Deere on the outside. Deere is going to win that one. Curtis King is now caught. Whitaker the third. He's on the inside. And looking to move up. Hessong once again. Looking for a way around Jamie Deere. And we got a smoker, the 510, putting down some smoke, but still rolling. All right, 2 to go as our racers come by this time. It's still a good race. Good race for first and second. Good race for third and fourth. And looks like Jamie Deere slowed a bit coming out of turn number 1. That let Hessong get up to his left rear. Let's see if Hessong can make that work. As he once again will look on the inside. He'll dive hard on the inside coming out of turn number 4. Whitaker going to hold his line, and he has the lead. We got one more lap. White flag just shown. Curtis King 42 has now moved into second. All right, G.W. Hessong says, I can't wait no more. I got to go now. And G.W. Hessong is in second. Let's see, one more dive onto the inside. Jamie Deere on the outside. Jamie Deere takes the win in that 15D. Second place goes to G.W. Hessong in the 35. Curtis King in the 42 runs home in third. That is Heat Race 2 in your Pro Line Pure Stocks. All right, this is Jamie Deere. Jamie Deere was waiting on me when I came in, said, do not call me James. I've been calling him James because it says on the sheet here his name is James. But I do not want to be called James. I'm Jamie Deere, and I've known him that way for 10, 15 years. So it's Jamie Deere from now on going forward. All right, AOC Auto Parts E-Mods. We got 17 entries in the house, and we're going to run 3 heat races. Looks like this for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole, Rowdy Flanagan in the 57 out of Marble Falls, Texas. Starting second will be Daniel Taylor from Sinton in the 68T. Starting third, Brianna Witchie in the 59B from Corpus Christi. Fourth, Matthew Hillen, Corpus Christi in the 34. Fifth, Daniel Preston, Corpus Christi in the 6. And starting sixth, first time out, I believe, this year, Zachary Calhoun in the 22 from Corpus Christi. All right, caution lights are out. Looks like Rowdy Flanagan going to lead him around in the 57. He's ready to go, and we are too. Let's do this. All right, it's Rowdy Flanagan off quick. Down into turn 1, and he might have lost a little momentum there. Allowed the 68T of Daniel Taylor to catch up with him a little bit. All right, third spot is where the action is right now, side by side, coming out of turn number 4. And that looks like the number 6 car of Daniel Preston is still working the inside, trying to get around Brianna Witchie. Brianna pushes up over in turn number 2, opens the door for Daniel Preston to take that spot. Looks like Zachary Calhoun in the 22 may be angling for the 4th spot right now. All right, Rowdy Flanagan, 57 with the lead. 68T, Daniel Taylor second. Daniel Taylor has his problems coming out of between turns 1 and 2. That's going to cost him 1, 2, 3 spots at least. As Daniel Preston in the 6 now takes second. Brianna Witchie in the 59B had third, but she still has third. As we got a real battle going on right now for 4th. Zachary Calhoun looking on the inside of that 68T. He would like that 4th spot. Brianna Witchie, she's going to try and pull away from these two because they've got their sights set on moving forward. All right, this time by We got the halfway for Rowdy Flanagan in the 57, Daniel Preston in the 6. They run 1-2. Daniel Preston taking a peek on the inside. Daniel Preston looking hard on the inside as we come through 3 and 4. Not going to quite have the momentum to make it through 4. Had to pull up a little bit. That allowed Rowdy Flanagan take the lead. We got one spinning around over in turn 4, making a 360. That's the 68T of Daniel Taylor. And let's see, he's spun around, but he's rolling, and we're staying green. But once again, up front, it is Rowdy Flanagan in the 57, Daniel Taylor. Excuse me, Daniel Preston, not Daniel Taylor, right behind him. All right, the race right now is for the lead. Rowdy Flanagan in the 57, Daniel Preston in the 6. They are running 1-2. Drop plays back to Brianna Witchy in the 59B. And white flag, and they're side by side going by the start-finish line. This could be a wild lap here. Let's see what happens. Rowdy Flanagan on the outside. Looks like Daniel Preston has slowed. He slowed way down over between 1 and 2, and that is a significant thing. He's going to drop out. That's going to hand the victory right here to Rowdy Flanagan in the 57. All right, here's a battle right now for second place. It's on the line. Zachary Calhoun in the 22 takes second spot. Third place goes to Brianna Witchy in the 59B. All right, Rowdy Flanagan and Marble Falls, Texas in the 57 takes the victory. All right. This is the ALC Auto Parts E-Mod Series. Let's get ready for heat race number 2. Here's the way the starting lineup looks right now. Tyler Gilpin in the 21T is your car starting on the pole. Next to him will be Jonathan Cervantes in the 46. Starting third, Nathan Tipsman, who won the feature race in this class last week in the L87. Starting fourth, Jaden Edmond in the 00E. Starting fifth, Gilbert Pettis the third. He'll be driving the number 3 car. And starting in sixth will be Benjamin Fanning out of the 96F. That is your starting lineup. This is heat race number 2 in the Auto Parts Auto Parts E-Mods. All right. Nope, we got, nope, not yet. Settle down. Not yet, guys. It's the green flag means go, yellow flag means whoa, boys. I know y'all are anxious. Everybody's anxious. All right, up front, Tyler Gilpin in the 21T. Next to him, Jonathan Cervantes in the 46. And Nathan Titzman in third in the L87. He was your winner last week in this class. All right, this time, everything looks go. And we've got green, we've got racing. And it looks like Jonathan Cervantes dropped back a little bit from the front row, and that opened it up for Titzman, and we've got a caution out on the track. Caution on the track. All right. I don't think we were happy with that start, so we're going to let's line them up here. Yeah, we had the 46 wasn't up on the front row when we started that one. So let's line them up again and let's give this another try. Everybody's got to be in the right spot when we go green. All right. We're still under caution. We still got, all right, we got a lineup issue to change. All right, Jonathan Cervantes in the 46 did not start on the green flag, so we're going to move him back. All right, we're moving Jaden Edmond. All right, I think we got everybody happy. Because Cervantes didn't start when he was supposed to start, he has to move back a spot. And, well, he's moving back again. So, anyway, I think we're good this time. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, Jaden Edmond said, thank you for letting me get up there on the front row. I will take this and move away into the lead as the 21T of Tyler Gilpin goes to second, but he's got a challenge on his outside. And we got them bunched up pretty tight there as we had the 46 Cervantes go around over in turn number 2. But Jaden Edmond, he's not concerned about that. He's concerned about building his lead. But he's got Nathan Titzman in the L87. He was your winner last week. He's a good, hard racing car. And he says, I can see you, Jaden Edmond, and I want that lead. Running right now in third spot is the 3 car. That is Gilbert Pettis the third. Gilbert Pettis the third. Your pole sitter Tyler Gilpin drops back to 4th. All right, Jaden Edmond in the 00E. He's coming up against the back markers here. Put them a lap down. Let's see what happens. They're running almost nose to tail. See if he can negotiate around. He gets around the 46 without much problem. All right, now he goes around the 96 F, and that works out. Titzman following in his tracks in the L87, but been unable to make up any ground at this point. All right, it's Jaden Edmond, 00E up front. Nathan Tipsman, L87 running second. We got a car around once again. Jonathan Cervantes in the 46 having his problems. He spins in 2. We got 2 to go as Jaden Edmond comes around this time. All right, Jaden Edmond seems to have this thing well in hand right now, as he takes the white flag this time by. Got a good solid lead over second place Nathan Titzman. Third spot is Gilbert Pettis the third in the 3. All right, here's Jaden Edmond, 00E with the checkered flag. He takes the win. Second place goes to Nathan Titzman in the L87. Third is Gilbert Pettis in the 3. That's the way they finish up. This was heat race number 2, AOC Auto Parts E-Mods class. And yes, we're not done with the E-Mods just yet. We got another heat coming up. But nice run for Jaden Edmond, 00E. He got moved up to that front row, and he took full advantage of it. All right, coming up onto the track right now is heat race number 3, AOC Auto Parts E-Mod. Starting the pole is the number 30. That is Ramsey Virial of Corpus Christi. Starting second, Cameron Volchow out of Lytle. He drives the 18. Third place is Brad Wattups, Corpus Christi, 34W. Fourth is Kyler Ross in the 17, Corpus Christi. And fifth starter is David Sheffield in the 4K. He's from Orange Grove. And that is the way we start. Heat race number 3. Going to put 8 laps in. Up front is Ramsey Virial. On the inside and on the outside, Cameron Volchow. All right. Ramsey Virial leading him very slowly around, but coming out of turn 4, he's ready to put the gas down. All right, up front, Ramsey Virial off to a quick lead. Got side-by-side racing for second place. At 18, that's Cameron Volchow. (34W), that's Brad Wattups. They are side-by-side as we go through turn number 2. Turn number 2 right now. They are going through, and it is still Wattups in the 34W. He's got the horsepower to take that lead for second place all by himself. Meanwhile, up front, it is Ramsey Virial still with the lead. Wattups running second. Third place is the 18 of Cameron Volchow. All right, Wattups, he's closing it in a little bit there, but coming out of turn 2, looks like Ramsey Virial pulling away just a little bit. All right, halfway this time by for these racers. 4 more to go. And, we got a problem. Ramsey Virial going way high and slow out of turn number 2. That is going to cost him the lead as Brad Wattups in the 34 now takes the lead. Ramsey Virial with more problems. He goes real slow and high out of turn number 4. That's going to cost him second place. Can't tell if he's got a low tire or what on that car, but he is definitely slowed. We got a tire rub on the 18, looks like. And that is Volschow, who's now in second. Up front and stepping on out. That is the 34W, Brad Wattups. All right, 2 to go this time by. All right, looks like Ramsey Virial may have got that car straightened out enough to challenge for a second, but we got a white flag for Brad Wattups. And we got 4 cars here to settle 2 spots. Second and third up for grabs. We've got 4 cars in play. Right now it is Volschow in the 18 and Ramsey Virial in the 30. Tyler Ross in the 17. David Sheffield in the 4K. They'll decide that. We've already decided who the winner is. There he is, Brad Wattups in the 34W. Second place, Volschow. Third place, Ramsey Virial. And we have 4 of them crossing the finish line all about the same time. Pretty good racing. For a second on back, up front, it was Brad Wattups with a nice run in the AOC Auto Parts E-Mods Heat Race number 3. All right, next up for your racing entertainment this evening, we have the Sames Ford factory stocks. We have 17 cars, always have a good group of cars with good drivers in this class. And this is the way to line up for Heat Race 1. Chuck Perry, Corpus Christi in the 115. Starts on the pole, Steve Grants, Robstown, the 21G. Second, starting third, Nathan Oakes out of Cuero in the 21. Starting fourth, Jacob Burnett in the 04. Starting fifth, Mason Castaneda, Orange Grove, 28M. Starting fifth, Hector Aguirre, everybody's favorite car salesman in the 113. And that is your starting lineup. And this is Heat Race 1 in the Sames Ford factory stock class. All right, leading them around, veteran driver Chuck Perry. Chuck Perry raced for years in the limited modifieds. He is running a factory stock these days. He says it's time to go, so let's go. All right, side by side into turn number 1. And on the outside, that is Steve Grants making the move for the lead. All right, that's 04. That is Jacob Burnett. Is now in the third spot solidly, and he's looking for a way around Chuck Perry for second. But Steve Grants up front in the 21G. All right, down the back stretch, 04, Jacob Burnett. Running third, looking for second. Up front, with a somewhat safe lead, is Steve Grants in the 21G. All right. Looks like Burnett lost a little bit through 3 and 4. That lets Chuck Perry get away, and Chuck Perry is got his sights set maybe on that lead as Stephen Grants in the 21G is well within his sights now. All right, we got a little bit of craziness coming out of turn number 4. 28M, Mason Castaneda making some contact with the 21 car. That is Nathan Oakes. Everybody's way and still running. Up front, Chuck Perry still looking for a way. He's got second. First place is Steve Grants. Third spot belongs to the 04 of Jacob Burnett. Not sure where Jacob Burnett is from. He's got a beautiful car and a beautiful hauler. I noticed that. Haven't seen him here so far this year. All right, still a 2-car battle up front. Grants and Chuck Perry. All right, third spot is getting a little bit in the... Oh, yeah, it's getting real interesting now. Oh, Mason Castaneda drove it in hard into turn 1, unable to hold it. That let the Burnett get away. And the 21 car also very much in that play for a third spot. That is Nathan Oakes. All right, 2 to go as they roll past this time. 2 to go. Up front, it's Grants. Chuck Perry trying everything he can to figure a way around him. Chuck, he's going to have a hard time. They both run basically the same line, and Chuck not making a whole lot of progress to get around Steve Grant. Meanwhile, the race is on for third spot. Mason Castaneda in the 28. Once again, drives it in hard into turn 1, but slides way up high into turn 2. And we got a checkered flag. And there is your winner, Steve Grant's 21G. Takes the victory. Second place, Chuck Perry, 115. Third spot, it is Mason Castaneda in the 28M. And Mason finally made it around that Burnett car, the 04. And takes that third spot. Took him several laps to get there, but he got there, gets third. Nice run up front by your winner, Steve Grant out of Robstown in the 21G. This is Sames Ford factory stock. 17 factory stocks in the house tonight. All right, next up, Heat 2 in the Sames Ford factory stock division. Starting on the pole will be Megan Dotson out of Portland in the 133. Starting second will be Nathan Rahi, 25R, Corpus Christi. Starting third, Cameron Starry, 741. Starting fourth is Dylan Kowalik out of Lavernia in the 29K. Haven't seen him for this year. Starting fifth, Ryan Carlucci in the 34 from Corpus Christi. And starting sixth, that'll be Joey Heineman driving the 41. All right, got an interesting mix of youth and veterans in this one. Up front, it's the 133, Megan Dotson, as the caution light is out. On the outside, Nathan Rahi in the 25R. We got a green flag. We're rolling and racing. All right, it's getting a little congested going into two. It's getting a whole lot of congested into turn 2, but Megan Dotson in the 133 is able to break from that pack and take the lead. Nathan Rahi back to second, or in second. Cameron Starry in the 741 looking for that second spot now as he challenges on the inside to Nathan Rahi. All right, that is Megan Dotson in the 133. We got one turned around over in turn number 2. That looks like Ryan Carlucci in the 34, and he may not be able to get that one refired, so that's going to bring out a caution. And cautions have been few and far between so far in these heat races. That's always a good thing. Looks like young Ryan Carlucci having a little trouble getting that one rolling, or maybe getting it fired again. Now he's got it fired. All right, he's rolling away. So we got one official lap in the books, looks like. Maybe 2, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not scoring. That's Lori and Lorraine's job, and they do a great job. I just wait for them to tell me where we're at. 133, Megan Dodson, 25R, Nathan Rahi, 741. Cameron Starry has moved up to third. At 21K, that is Dylan Kowalik out of Lavernia. And Ryan Carlucci in the 34, Joey Heineman in the 41. That caution is out. Next time we'll be seeing green. All right, Megan leading them around. Megan says time to go. Here we go. And we're green and we're racing. Sames Ford factory stocks. It's Megan Dotson away. Nathan Rahi in the 25R second. Cameron Starry in the 741 is third. All right, Megan Dotson leads that one around. Nathan Rahi still second. Cameron Starry is third. All right, looking down on the inside for second spot is Cameron Starry. Not going to happen this lap, but he's definitely getting aggressive going after second place. All right, we go down the backstretch, and looks like it's all Megan Dotson. Nathan Rahi with a solid second. Let's see what Cameron Starry can do this time as he comes through turn number 4. Not going to happen again. We get to halfway as we roll past the start-finish line. Cameron Starry on the outside now. Nathan Rahi on the inside. It's a drag race down the backstretch. And it's still a drag race into turn 3. And into turn 4, Cameron Starry on the outside. On the inside, Nathan Rahi. Let's see who prevails. Looks like it's going to be Cameron Starry in the 741. Going to take over that second spot. Up front, Megan Dotson says, "What's behind me don't concern me." Although it might concern her when Cameron Story comes up a little bit closer. He is on the charge right now. As we get the 2 to go, this time by 2 to go for Megan Dotson to secure a heat race victory tonight. All right. So, well, look like Cameron Story going to be able to close that gap. Looks like Megan Dotson's got things well in hand as she comes around to take the white flag. And there it is. Second place is Cameron Story. Third place, Nathan Rahi. And the cars running 1, 2, 3 are pretty well spaced out. Not sure we're going to have any kind of challenge for anything here, but we'll see. Things can happen. But I don't think they're going to happen bad for Megan Dotson, that is. And she takes the checkered flag for a win. Second place goes to Cameron Story, 741. Third in the 25R, that is Nathan Rahi. So there you go, Megan Dotson with the win in the 133. And as Megan Dotson in the 133 takes the victory lap, we'll set up the last of our heat races. That is in the Sames Ford factory stocks. This will be heat race number 3. Stopping to celebrate. All right, you won the heat race. You didn't win this championship. All right, let her celebrate. But let's get ready to go on with heat race number 3. Starting the pole, that is Stephen Danielson in the 149 from Corpus Christi. Starting second, Johnny Johnson in the 13J from McAllen. Fourth starter, Brian Rye, 154, Corpus Christi. Starting fourth, Jesse Sandoval from Corpus Christi in the 7. And starting fifth, Greg Carlucci Jr. in the 6C. And that's the way they will roll off. All right, we've got the caution flag still out as we've got to get a couple of the cars from the previous heat race off the track, and we get these racers lined up. And once again, up front is Stephen Danielson in the 149. Beside him is Johnny Johnson in the 13J. All right, now that caution flag is out. So that can only mean one thing. Next time they come by, they're going to see green. The green flag means it's time to go racing. All right, lead them around. Stephen Danielson, 149. He comes shooting out of turn number 4, and he is away and rolling. Right beside him is the 13J. That is Johnny Johnson. And Johnny Johnson making a move for the lead on the outside. Looks like he's got a strong car with some horsepower. He takes that lead. And that moves Stephen Danielson back to second. All right, Johnson leading first lap. Danielson second, 54 car, the 150 car, 4 car, excuse me. That is Brian Rye. We saw him earlier in the 184. He's in third. All right, we got side by side for second coming out of turn number 2. Stephen Danielson holds second, but just by a few inches. All right, on the inside, that's the 154, Brian Rye. He gets that move completed as he takes second place now. Danielson drops back to third. And that is Carlucci in the 6C, now challenging for third. That is Greg Carlucci. Saw his son Ryan earlier. This is Papa Carlucci in the 6C. All right, up front, getting a little heated for that first spot as we get the halfway. This time by Johnson in 13J, but that 154, Brian Rye, veteran racer on this track, knows his way around here. First time I've seen him in a factory stock this year. But he looks like he's got a fast one as he is closing in. Look out, he's going to try on the inside. Brian Rye on the inside, Johnson on the outside. Johnson prevails as we come to the start-finish line. Meanwhile, the battle for back in third place, Ryan Carlucci is giving Danielson a bit of a workover. And Up front, good battle once again. Rye looking on the inside, Johnson on the outside. Johnson goes pretty wide out of turn 4, but he cuts it back in and holds on. But did he set Rye up for the taking the lead coming out of turn number 4? Johnson's showing some horsepower. Rye is right there with him. Head down the back stretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. They are side by side. White flag one more time around to decide this one. And there's decisions to be made for first, second, and third positions on the line. Stephen Danielson is in third, trying to hold off Carlucci up front. Brian Rye makes his move. Brian Rye on the inside. Can he hold that? Can he hold it? Can he hold it? You tell me. Looks like 13J Johnson, but that is unofficial. That was some great racing right there, folks. That is a good way to wind up our heat racing this evening. Drivers are saying, all right, who won? Who won? Looks like it is Johnson. He's going to grab that checkered flag on the back stretch. He drives that 13J. Johnny Johnson, McAllen, Texas. Bringing a strong car to town and is able to hold off a strong challenge from Brian Rye in the 154. Brian Rye raced him hard the entire race. Johnny Johnson raced just as hard to make it happen, and he takes the victory. There he is, 13J, Johnny Johnson. All right, folks, that's intermission time. Going down, check out Riptide down in the bar. Go down and grab some of that cold Dos Equis, and hang around because we're going to run some of the mini mods here. We're going to give them a feature race this evening. As a new class to South Texas Race Ranch this year, and they're taking the track right now, and we're going to run them for a feature race here during intermission. Yeah, we had to make a little room on the schedule because, we got sprint cars in the house. So we're going to move the mini mods to a one race feature tonight. But make sure you go down and check out the bar, check out Riptide. They're going to be playing after the race. Great band. They've been here the 3 nights we've raced so far this year. And I see a lot of people hanging around after the racing is over, checking out a great band that can play just about anything downstairs in the Turn 5 bar. All right, I know a few of these drivers. I don't know them all. I don't have an official sheet here of who's running where. I will say the 56 is Andy Anderson out of Mathis. He won the feature race in this class last week. All right, caution lights are out. And next time by, we're going to turn these mini mods loose to do some racing. And there they go, the 112 off very quick, shot out of a cannon. And I believe that is Chris Dudley, who has raced here in several classes over the years. He's found this little car to his liking, and he's taken off and moving on out. But Andy Anderson, last week's winner, saying, not so fast, my pal, not so fast. I'm on the track, too. Like I say, I don't remember some of these guys, but I do know the 1 and 2 car. 8 car's been here for every race, but I can't remember his name. I am so sorry. That is Chris Dudley in the 112, and he is wasting no time, moving on down the track. All right, Andy Anderson is feeling some heat for that second position from the number 8 car. And 8 says, excuse me, I think I've got a date with the leader, and he's heading that direction. All right, this is a fun little class, and we start to get more and more cars involved in it. So if you're looking for an inexpensive way to get into racing, why don't you take a look at this mini mod class. Meanwhile, it's Chris Dudley up front, the 8 car second, Andy Anderson 56 running third. All right, passing some lap traffic. That is Chris Dudley in the 112. And right now it's the Chris Dudley Show, starring Chris Dudley. All right, the other car is working around the number 5 car, goes a lap down. Halfway on this feature race in the mini mod class here at Intermission. As a 72 car, looks like he's taking it to the infield. Chris Dudley is taking it to the house, looks like. Chris Dudley coming up against some back markers here. Let's see how well he negotiates this lap traffic. 3 wide going into turn 3. Doesn't bother Chris Dudley the least little bit. He continues to step it on out. Got to get around that 21 car, put him a lap down now. And there comes Chris Dudley in the 112. Number 8 is second, third is 56. I know third is 56, Andy Anderson. He won last week. I know Chris Dudley in the 112. He ran well last week before he had mechanical issues that put him out. And he's raced here for a number of years in a couple of different classes. $112. Chris Dudley, it's all about him right now. The 8 car may be closing in just a little bit, but he doesn't have enough time to do anything about it. Neither does the 56 of Andy Anderson trying to close in on the 8. So I think we're pretty well set unless something happens. All right, 2 to go this time by for the 112 of Chris Dudley. White flag, Chris Dudley, 112. One more lap. The 8 car running second. Third place is 56, Andy Anderson. Break out that checkered flag. We got ourselves a winner coming right now. And here he is, Chris Dudley, 112, grabbing that checker with a win. And it's getting a little tight for second, but rolling on home is the 8 car in second. Third is Andy Anderson in the 56. And that was a feature race here at Intermission in the mini mod class. Give you a little taste of mini mod racing. And pretty good job of racing there by the mini mods. And a checkered flag in hand for Chris Dudley. And like I say, these guys race on a regular basis here, and they do the heat races and the feature races. But tonight, because of bringing in a special series, we made them just a feature race right here at Intermission, and we're going to celebrate this just like we do anybody that wins a feature race, and that's going to be Chris Dudley. And Owen Wilson was going to hand him a trophy, I think. He's out there ready to hand him a trophy. Yo, Chris, we got some hardware over here for you, if you want it. Yeah, he's got the message now. Here comes Chris Dudley, your winner, Mini Mods. All right, folks, give him a big hand. Chris Dudley. All right, looks like we may have a car smoking over there heading out into the pits. Not sure, can't tell who that is, but probably need to get that checked out. We get a lot of smoke coming up over there. Looks like all right, looks like we may be moving forward over there now. Whatever it was, maybe under control.
All right, Larry, your mini mod winner, Chris Dudley, about to climb out of the car here. I think he pops out through the roof like a jack in the box. He's a Dudley in the box. Mini Mod's coming out to give us a little halftime entertainment here. There he is, Chris Dudley, your first feature winner of the night. All right, Chris Dudley, hey, have a word with me real quick. So, Mini Mods, give me a little bit of sorry, folks, trying to figure out what the water truck's doing. Should be in the pits. Give me a little bit about driving a Mini Mod. You've been out here racing everything from pure stocks to E-Mods, etc. What do you think about Mini Mods, bud?
It's a growing class. I mean, I'm having a good time. I mean, it's a budget class, but we're trying to grow it.
What's it take to get in a Mini Mod for someone out here in the crowd that would like to get into this sport, racing a Mini Mod?
Just get with James Sparks.
So you don't have any idea. How can it be economy if you don't know how cheap it is?
About 8,000.
8,000 complete, ready to race. That's a pretty dang good deal. So who do you got to thank for helping you out to get out here every week? You love to come do this stuff. Tell me about it.
Top Hat Signs and Designs, Proline Fabrication, CC Commercial Services. That's it.
No 112 bodies or nothing like that? Your pocketbook's my point. All right, look, here comes the crew to celebrate with them. They're slow, way behind. Crew's way behind. If you're going to come celebrate, you got to get out here sooner. Here, come hold the flag for the man. Come on, Pistol. Get a picture for the Caller Times. You can see all the winners' pictures and stuff, results posted on the CallerTimes.com. You can hear Riptide right now live playing in the bar down there. They're going to be here till about 1 a.m. tonight after the races are over. If you like some live music out of, shoot, the best cover band, I think, in South Texas for me. I love them guys. They are fantastic. So check them out. Riptide down there in Turn 5 right now, burning up some tunes. We're going to try to get our sport mods lined up. We'll go right to feature racing for y'all. Go down and get you one of them $1 Dos Equis. Hey, Larry, the next race, Larry, if you happen to look in the program, next race is the 21st. The 21st of May out here. We're going to have another big night, Coastline Waste Solutions night at the races. Looking forward to it. I think it says in there, home of the $1 Dos Equis, so I'd imagine we're going to have some more $1 Dos Equis. What do you think?
I think $1 Dos Equis is the most fantastic idea you ever had, Owen. All right, just a reminder, we were originally on the schedule for next Saturday. Because of all the Buck Days activity going on, we're going to take next Saturday off, let people go enjoy the parade, the bull riding, the carnival, everything that goes on with Buck Days. Go enjoy that. It's also Mother's Day weekend, and it's time to honor Mom. So we're going to take next Saturday off. We had scheduled it originally, but with all the things going on, and, of course, Mother's Day weekend, we decided we'll forego racing, and we'll be back on the 21st.
First up is going to be the Sport Mods, and we're going to follow that up with our Sprint Car Show. So sit tight, maybe catch a little Riptide, enjoy a $1 Dos Equis, something hot to eat, and we'll be right back to the action. I'm checking on the Sport Mod lineup right now.
All right, it's time to go grab something cold to drink and warm to eat, and you can see that QR code there in the back page of your program, and thank you, Owen, and everybody that made the program possible. I've got a lot of useful information out of it tonight. And you can check that out too, but scan that QR code. You can order your food right from your seat on your cell phone. So we're making things as easy and as convenient as we can for you here at South Texas. Then, sit back.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Bring the family out to Devil's Bowl Speedway in Mesquite, Texas to watch 150 drivers race at the same time for $25,000. It's full of non-stop action, thrills, and spills. Adult tickets are just $15. Affordable family fun that your kids will love. Don't miss the 8th annual Lone Star 600, presented by FCA Motorsports. Get your tickets now at LoneStar600.com.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, WinTech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, WinTech.tv is your source.
All right, race fans, this is your feature race, Jude Allgaier Racing Limited Modifieds, and so I don't have a starting lineup, so we're gonna wait here a little bit. Looks like up front, well, we'll wait till they roll by. All right, it's J.J. Jennings in the 26 on the inside. On the outside is the 879. That is Marcus Maklachek. Got 18 racers. And next time by, we'll roll for a green. All right, it looks like J.J. Jennings going to read them around slow down through 3 and 4. Sometime about the middle of turn 4, he's going to say it's time to go. I think it's that time. Here we go. Feature racing tonight at South Texas Race Ranch. All right, charging on the outside. That's Marcus Maklachek in the 879. Battling back on the inside. That is 26 J.J. Jennings. And they go side by side into turns 3 and 4. On the inside is Jennings. On the outside is Maklachek. Yeah, you call that one. for the leader in lap 1. All right, that is Brian Ryan, the 184. He's in 3rd place. Cody Leonard in the 30 is now in 4th. We got a lot of hot drivers in this one, and it's going to be a fun one. All right, meanwhile, up front, still got a good battle for 1st. It is Marcus Maklicek, 879, with the lead. 2nd spot now is J.J. Jennings. Brian Rye looking on the outside for 2nd in the 184. Cody Leonard in the 30 and 4th. You know he's going to have something to say about this before it's all over. Up front, still tight racing for the lead, but once again it's Marcus Maklicek in the 879. Brian Rye in the 184. He is looking for 2nd place. He may just have it as we go a drag strip around the 3rd, running into the 3rd corner. All right, once again, Maklicek, Jennings 2nd, Rye 3rd, Cody Leonard 4th. All right, J.J. Jennings, he's found some horsepower. He's going to look on the outside for that lead. Down the backstretch, J.J. Jennings on the outside, Marcus Maklicek on the inside. They go through 3 and 4. This looks like J.J. Jennings may have reclaimed the lead. He does. We go by a start-finish. Moving Marcus Maklicek back to 2nd. 3rd is the 184 of Brian Rye. Rye running 3rd. Cody Leonard still in 4th. Thought Cody Leonard would make up some ground. He has not. All right, it's J.J. Jennings up front. J.J. Jennings with the lead. 2nd place is Marcus Maklicek. 3rd, Brian Rye. And we got caution. Got a caution on the track. We got one turned around over between 3 and 4. And it looks like everybody's rolling away and going to be able to continue to race. Up front, it's J.J. Jennings in the 26, Marcus Maklicek in the 879, Brian Ryan in the 184. Those three have had a pretty good go at it here for the top 3 spots. But keep an eye out on the number 30 car. That is Cody Leonard. All right, this caution will let him get caught up with 3 in front of him. And that 14 car, that is Trent Beaver. Beaver is a good racer as well. So things could get very interesting up in the front in your feature race tonight in the Jude Allgaier Racing Limited Modifieds. All right, we still got the caution out. We're going to get everybody lined up. And when you get this many cars, it's a challenge to get them all where they ought to be. The winner 2 weeks ago in this class was Jared Maupin, and driving the 91. He is not here tonight, so. Still working on getting them set. We get close. They got the one to go as they roll past. That caution light should be going out any moment. J.J. Jennings will be leading them around single file. And there goes the caution light. So let's get set for some action here. This one should be good. Got a lot of fast cars. Very experienced drivers up front. It's time for racing. We are racing. That's J.J. Jennings off in a hurry in the 26. Marcus Maklicek in the 879. Running 2nd, running 3rd is Brian Ryan, the 184. Cody Leonard in the 30 is running 4th, but Trent Beaver also right there in T. All right, it's Jennings. Jennings coming out of turn 4 with the lead. Maklicek, Rye, Cody Leonard, and Trent Beaver now battling out side by side for that 4th spot. Cody Leonard has 4th spot still, but Trent Beaver not giving up. He goes on the outside of Leonard. Up front, it's 1, 2, 3. Jennings, Maklicek, and Brian Rye. Looks like the 33 car of Ray Allen Kulhanek has pulled his car into the infield. All right, halfway signal this time by for your leaders, Jennings. Marcus Maklicek second. Third, Brian Rye. Cody Leonard is caught up to Brian Rye, and right behind Cody Leonard is Trent Beaver in the 14. We got a pretty good race right now for second, third, fourth. And it is Trent Beaver in the 14 now taking over that fourth spot. He says, Brian Rye, I'm coming for you, man. Cody Leonard's not giving up that fourth spot so easy. And we got another one around. That looks like the 11T of Tom Grothughes around and in the infield. And we're rolling green. And it looks like Brian Rye has managed to hold off the charge from Beaver and Leonard for now for that third spot. Up front, it is still J.J. Jennings in his first race out this season in the 26. Marcus Maklicek in the 879 running second. All right. Looks like the 5 of Ziggy Reeser also retiring to the infield. Jennings up front. And we're holding a good lead up there. Brian Rye is in third. Second spot belongs to Marcus Maklicek, Cody Leonard, and Trent Beaver. 30 and 14 continue to battle. Best battle on the track right now is that battle for fourth. It looks like Marcus Maklicek may be closing in just a bit on our leader, but still got a pretty substantial lead to make up. It's Jennings, it's Maklicek, it's Brian Rye, it's Cody Leonard. That is your top four. And it's been that way pretty much ever since we rolled out that green flag. All right, 2 to go this time by for J.J. Jennings, Marcus Maklicek, and Brian Rye. All right, white flag is out for J.J. Jennings. One more lap. Marcus Maklicek second. Brian Rye is holding on the third. And we have caution. We have caution out on the track. Oh, we've got 3 cars. Maybe that 4 cars up in between turns 3 and 4. And let's see, we're getting one of them pulling away. We still got 3 stopped up there. One of them turned the wrong direction. Like number 38 may have been involved in that one. Stephen Whitaker III. None of your leaders involved in that. That carried back in the track, back in the pack a little ways. Like BD2, Daniel Preston maybe. ED2 is the car that's going to be pushed off and probably not going to be able to continue. We're going to push him into the infield, clear that track, make sure there's nothing on the track. The track workers are out there right now checking for anything that off the cars that may cause a problem. All right, it looks like everybody except for the BD2 managed to make it out of that one. He is now in the infield. and that is Daniel Preston. So we'll get him lined back up. Won't take us but a minute, I'm hoping. As soon as we make sure the track workers are out there right now, checking the track and looking for anything that All right, test. We're back. Battery's dead in the mic, but mic is fixed, and we're back in action. All right, want to reset that running order up again. J.J. Jennings, 26 up front. 879, Marcus McLachek running second. Brian Rye in the 184 is third. Cody Leonard in the 30 is fourth. Craig Oakes in the 53 runs fifth. That's your top five. All right, as you notice, there is a cone out in the middle of the track. That means you cannot pass anyone until you get past the cone. You must pass the cone before you pass. Remember that. Well, just in case you're wondering why that's out there, that kind of keeps these single file restarts in line. And it's J.J. Jennings going to lead him around to a green. He's ready to go midway through 3 and 4, and away we go. It's Jennings off in a hurry. Marcus McLachek running second in the 879. Third is 184. Brian Rye. White flag is out. One more lap around. And this has pretty much been the same since the very first lap. It is J.J. Jennings in the lead. Second place is Marcus McLachek. Third is Brian Rye. I don't think anybody's going to change that. As we head for the checkered flag, your winner right here, right now, J.J. Jennings in the 26, excuse me. Running second is Marcus McLachek, 879. Running third is the 184 of Brian Rye. And we give a call out to all three of those drivers. Some really good racing. And, of course, Brian Rye had to beat off a bunch of drivers who were tempting to pass him for that third spot. But J.J. Jennings in the 26 had that pretty well in hand. Marcus McLachek with a nice run in second in the 879. Well, that was feature race. Jude Algar Racing Limited Modifieds for the night. And we're going to be rolling your winner by here and give him some big applause when he's ready to jump out of that car and get that trophy. Here comes J.J. Jennings, first time out this year.
J.J. Jennings getting it done tonight. First time out this season, picking up the win. Good run. Next up, the ASCS Elite Series will be taken to the track. Get a quick word with J.J. Jennings, your winner tonight. He's still working on the helmet, so y'all hang on. That was a good race between him and McLachek and Brian Rye. That's what we came for, folks, is to see some great racing. That was a good race all the way around. Lots of racing all over the race surface. There he is. He can hear y'all. Give him a round of applause. J.J. Jennings. All right, J.J., good battle there early on with Marcus, and looked like he found the top. It looked like Brian Ryan may have showed you the top. Then you got back around him, and then you knew the top was there and went on around Marcus there to take the lead. Give me a little bit about that.
Oh, for sure, man. Brian rolled around me on the top of 1 and 2, and lucky to stay in front of 3 and 4. And I knew Marcus was going to hold the bottom, which you're in the lead. It's hard to tell where everybody else is running. And when I got out to the lead, I was thinking the same thing because, man, these guys are tough and hard to win any time out here.
All right, who do you got to thank for helping you out, get out here? First race of the season, first win. That's a hell of a start. Who do you got to thank for all this?
Oh, for sure. My family, my brother, he pays for all this. My grandpa's 91, 92, something up there, wherever he is. He's out here. My whole family, sponsors, First Class Towing, Express Race Cars, Best Race Engines, WW Body, the Whitakers, my whole family, mom, dad, wife, and kids are here. And that was tough after the heat race. There was a lot of tore up stuff, but we got it done.
All right, congratulations, J.J. Jennings. Let's get a picture for the Caller Times. Next up, ASCS Elite Series will be rolling onto the track. Here we go.
All right, J.J. Jennings with a win. He done set the bar pretty high for the season. 1 race, 1 win. Got a hard time maintaining that. All right, folks. Here's what the excitement's all about tonight. Well, it's all about all these racers tonight, but this one here is pretty good. This one is one we've been waiting for. This is the 305 Sprints non-wing sprint cars. It says 305 Sprint. I thought it was 14. All right. Got a little misprint there. This is the 410 non-wing sprints. I knew that, but it said 305, so I said that because, well, why are they 410? Because they run a 410 engine in bad boys. All right, here is your starting lineup. Let's take a look at it. Starting on the pole, that is Neil Matuska out of Waxahachie, who drives the 48X. Starting second is Kobe Simpson from Bonham in the 21K. Third starter, Chase Brewer, Waxahachie in the 25. Rolling off fourth, Paul White, Waco, he drives the number 1. All right, in fifth starting position. Test. All right. We had a little microphone battery problems, but we're back in business. All right. Where was I before I was rudely interrupted? All right. Fifth starting spot belongs to Dalton Stevens, Story, Texas, 99X. Starting 6, Kevin Reed, Claremore, Oklahoma, in the 36. Seventh place starter, Mason Smith. He is from Wichita Falls, Texas. He drives the 31. Starting in 8th, that is Caden McCreary from Terrell. He is in the 48. Ninth starter, Chris Williams, also from Terrell, in the 63. Looking back at the 10th starting position, that is Nick Stewart from Amarillo in the AK-47. Moving back one spot to the 11th starting position, that is Craig Oakes. He comes from Marshall, Texas. He's driving number 91. And then in 12th position, that is Mike Merrill out of Royce City, Texas. He is in the 33. That's the way they line up for your feature race in the 410 sprints, excuse me. All right, we got all but one rolled away and running. And there is the 36. He's got a pusher. Okay, they all kind of roll off at a different pace, but we got to get them all bunched up and ready to go racing here in just a minute. Okay, we got that beautiful Sames Ford Pace truck, that Ford Raptor. And he's going to hold here at the start-finish line, let these guys get lined up and in position, and he's going to lead them around. Once again, up front, it'll be Neil Matuska in the 48K, and beside him on the outside, it'll be Kobe Simpson in the 21K. That is your front two. All right, we're getting close. We're getting closer, folks.
Here we go. Our ASCS Elite Series. Excited to have him. Happy to have him. The track has come together phenomenal. There's been racing all over this thing. Top, bottom, middle, infield. It don't really matter where you're racing. Right now, you can race anywhere on the surface. So.
All right, as Owen was saying before, once again, we had a battery problem in the mics. This is what you came for. Well, hopefully you came for the others too, but this is special. We don't get this all the time. This is going to be a very special one. Got 12 of these 410 non-wing sprint cars. And all right, we got them pretty well lined up.
Here we go. 3 wide salute. Y'all give them a round of applause. There they come. There they go.
All right, wave, folks. All right. We're going to get them lined up now side by side. I think this time we'll get the one to go. Be ready to race these non-wing 410 sprint cars.
Hey, I'm going to be on it out here. All right, 20 laps. 20 laps. Here we go, folks.
All right, let's get ready. Here we go. Neil Matuska in the 28X, the 21K of Cody Simpson. There, the guys off in the front row, and they're off and running.
That's who's going to find the top first and get rolling here. Not sure what happened to Justin Zimmerman tonight. Justin Zimmerman, the series points leader. I don't see him out there. He won last night.
The leader is that 21 car. That is.
Keep an eye on that 99 car. The 99, you saw him make an amazing pass in the heat race and then get passed back. Here comes the 99 to second. He's rolling. He almost spun out in the heat. He has found the top. He's got the left front wheel up off the ground, just digging on the right rear. Here comes the 99 on the back straightaway. Big run down into turn number 3 for the lead. The race is for the lead right here, folks. Here he comes, new leader. The key there is he didn't show the leader the high line. He passed him and drove away from him, unlike the last race. Into the turn 3 wall, going to draw a caution. Hard. Who was that? Larry Hard in the turn 3 wall. He was running second. Got up there, jumped the cushion, into the wall hard.
All right, 21K is the man into the wall over there. That is Kobe Simpson out of Bonham, Texas. Yeah, he jumped that that cushion coming out of turn 3 and bumped into the wall. So So we got the crew out there making sure your driver's okay, and we're going to get crew out there to get that car securely off the track. But we want to get back to racing. Come on. All right, we're back in the record into position. It won't take us long now, folks. I told you this was going to be exciting. I told you.
That was a great race for the lead there. I tell you what, the 99 started inside row 3. Dalton Stevens out of Scurry, Texas. Dalton Stevens in that 99. Last night, he came from the back to finish second, I believe, second or third. He got there in Texana Raceway Park. That car was on a rail. He had a blast. He caught me after the races telling me that, you know, that was a lot of fun because the track was what he wanted. It was nice and fast and heavy, and he had a heck of a run last night. And we see him again from inside the third row to take over the lead here. That's a hell of a run, Larry.
I think he may be in for some more fun tonight. He looks like a pretty strong racer out there. And
oh, yeah, I imagine the celebration, the Turn 5 bar will be good later.
Yes, sir. But let's not rush it now. We got a lot of racing to go yet, but Turn 5 bar, absolutely, after the race. If you're not going down the pits to meet these guys, then head on to Turn 5 bar. And after you go down and get some pictures with all these racers, head on back to the Turn 5 bar. We're here till 1 a.m., and we got a great, great band down there tonight. I know you're going to love them. And
a great beer special. See if we can get this car removed. It takes longer to haul a car off the track than it does to do anything else. So let's see if we can get this wrecker rolling and get this thing going.
I think we're making progress. Of course, the last thing you want to do is damage the car any more than what's already damaged, but we also want to race.
Settle down there, Larry.
All right.
Settle down.
You've been building me up for this for 2 months, so
Yeah,
I'm
wound
excited.
up.
I'm ready to go.
Hey, we got 2 more sprint car shows this year. The next 2 will be winged. They will have a wing on top of their head. And the next 2 sprint car shows this year will have wings. We will have late models this year as well. So we got a lot of stuff in store this season here at the Race Ranch.
We're just getting started, Owen. As you well know, it's been a fantastic 3 racing nights so far. And Owen every time I see Owen, he's telling me something new he's bringing into the track.
I tell you what, the track's phenomenal again tonight. Lawrence Maklachek just killing it. The guy really helping makes this thing what it is. So lights out, here we go. Our front row there, our leader, Stevens, Dalton Stevens. He can start it whenever he's ready. Here we go. Oh, big move by the 25, Chase Brewer. Brewer out of Waxahachie with a big move. Going to get around into second. He was sitting third, get into second. But look at Stevens just drive away from him here.
All right. Stevens is the man, but we got a pretty good battle for second and third. We got 3 cars right there all bunched together.
Yellow's out, yellow's out.
Stevens is slowing down because we have a caution. All right, seems we got a little racing debris on the track right underneath the flag stand, and we've got a track worker on the scene and ready to get that piece of racing debris, and he's got it, and he's away, and we're going to be on our way to restart here in just a second.
Next up, we got 16 Pure Stocks here, Larry, in the Pro Line Pure Stock division coming out next. That will be a kick-ass race.
Those guys know how to race, they know how to prepare a car, and most of them have a whole lot of experience. So yes, that is always a fun one. All right, we're waiting on to see if we're going to get the caution light out as they roll down the back stretch. guess not. All right, looks like we're going to get to 1 to go. 1 to go as they roll past the flag stand this time. All right, 1 to go this time by. 1 to go. That 25 car has moved into second. That's Chase Brewer. Let's see if he has something for that 99X who's been pulling out to a quick lead and holding on to it. That's Dalton Stevens in first place. Dalton Stevens is going to lead him around to the start-finish line. Chase Brewer in second. That crossing light is not out for sure. Racing is on tap.
Oh, interesting start.
He started way up high, put it down low, and he has the lead. Chase Brewer's right there with him, I do believe, in the 25, but whoa, look down that backstretch. Look at that horsepower. He's going high, 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 and it's working.
Quietly working his way into the picture here. Look who's coming around fourth to third. That's Paul White. Paul White in the 1. Temple, Texas driver. Former Silver Crown champion. One of my favorite drivers all time, Paul White, Larry.
Yeah, you
up
told
to
me
third.
about Paul White in that 1 car. He's up to third. And we liking that high side, all the drivers right now, except for these guys here working the low side. The high side seems to be the favorite groove right now for the guys up front. All right, Stevens, he's messing up the show here. What's the problem? All right, Chase Brewer still running second. All right. Stevens got a big time lead right now. Second place Chase Brewer, but he's watching Stevens getting smaller and smaller as he pulls away. All right, Dalton Stevens saying no cautions, please. I've got this one in my pocket. Brewer second, Paul White running third. And they've opened up a pretty good gap on the rest of the field. All right, guys, open up a big gap is this car right here. That is Dalton Stevens. All right, it's still Dalton Stevens. I'd like to tell you something else, but he's got a half a track lead on everybody else right now, so he's running hard. Second place is still Chase Brewer. Third is still Paul White. Neither one of them gaining much on the leader, and neither one really, White not really catching up to Chase Brewer for that second spot. They both go way high coming up out of turn number 4. But they are rolling. And is rolling as Dalton Stevens. He's going to catch up some lap traffic here very quickly. Although it sounded a little bit like when he went by this time, he backed it off a little bit. I feel he's got this one in hand. All right, Dalton Stevens. All right, he's starting to catch those lap cars. I don't think he wants to do that. There's your white flag. That is Dalton Stevens. And eventually we're going to have the number 2 car. There it comes. That is 25 Chase Brewer. Here is third place, number 1 Paul White. This is the last lap. And this is a checkered flag. And this is Dalton Stevens. And he gets the checkered flag. There is your winner, Dalton Stevens in the 99X taking the lead, taking the win. Here is second place Chase Brewer. Third place Paul White in the 1. Well, That was exciting, all except for one thing. Dalton Stevens just ran away and left everybody else. Dalton Stevens in the 99X out of Scurry, Texas. He is your winner. I told you these guys were fast and it'd be fun, but Dalton Stevens, I'm holding you responsible for us not having an exciting race I thought we were going to have. All right, I'm sorry, that's on you. And speaking of Dalton Stevens in the 99X from Scurry, Texas, he is coming around right now. And they're getting him in position to celebrate his victory. All right, that's a pretty awesome trophy right there. That comes from 317 Awards.
There he comes out of the car, folks. Give him a round of applause. Dalton Stevens. And he's on a rail. I tell you what, had him by half a track there. That was something to watch there. So. Wow. Dalton, I was telling him earlier, you had a good run last night. You struggled a little bit in the heat, and you kind of did tonight too compared to the feature. Last night you came way back to run up front and finished, I think, second last night. You had a hell of a run tonight. Just on a rail around the top. I tell you what, once you found it, you took off. We loved it. You ate that top up. So what do you think? How was the track? How was the race here at the South Texas Race Ranch?
Race was pretty tricky. Wasn't quite sure what to expect from the car. We just like last night, we're getting used to this new chassis we brought out this weekend. It's the first time having it and second time racing it. So the second in the win with it must be pretty good so far. But track tonight, I really expected it to lay rubber on the bottom, but I figured it would take a few laps to get there, so I railed it up top, and then it was just so good up there. Why not stay up there and make a show out of it? So that's what we did.
All right. Who helps you get here and get this done? You know, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time. A lot of people put all this together.
Oh, it's unreal how many people it takes. First of all, I want to thank my wife for taking care of our baby while I work on this thing, my mom for helping out that same thing, my dad for the countless restless nights we put into our program, my uncle for coming out and helping us, Top Choice Masonry, Pulse Racing Innovations, Nathan for putting on this great series, and the tracks like y'all for hosting us. So appreciate it very much.
All right, congratulations. There he is, Dalton Stevens. Getting it done. Next up, we got 16 pure stocks coming. 16 pure stocks. Next race, May 21st. Larry, May 21st, we will have Dollar Dos Equis. We're going to have a full racing program, including the IMCA modifieds. You don't get to see the modifieds much down here in the South, so looking forward to another great night of racing on the 21st. And then we got a big weekend coming up on Memorial Day weekend there. We have a 2-day show between here and Texana. Again, they wear me out with that, so we'll be running it here. Then we'll head up north and do another one, but that's going to be another great weekend of racing. Looking forward to it. Why don't you tell them who our pure stocks are coming out?
All right, I think the race of the evening is the man running with the trophy. Can he make it all the way to the oh, no, he done slowed down going up that hill. Oh, well. Made a good run at it. Had a nice sprint there, but didn't have the traction to get up the hill. All right, let's take care of business now. Let's look at the pure stocks, the Pro Line Pure Stock 16 entries. This is the way they're scheduled to line up as we roll off our 410 non-wing sprint cars off the track and get set for some hometown racing. This is Pro Line Pure Stocks. This is the way it's going to line up. Emma Hendricks is going to be in the number one starting position out of Sandia in 8E. Starting second will be Jamie Deere out of Corpus Christi, 15D. Third place starter John Wayne Wilson in the 39. Fourth, GW Hessong in the 35. Starting fifth, Alexis Powell of Corpus Christi in the 9. Starting sixth, Curtis King, Corpus Christi 42. Seventh, Shane Sturts in the 71, Corpus Christi. Starting eighth, Stephen Whitaker III from Robstown in the 88. Moving to ninth starting position, Alexis Hendricks in the 88A from Corpus Christi. Starting in 10th, Jerry Walters driving the 127. Rolling off in that 11th spot will be Robert Wyman, 42W from Mathis. Starting 12th, J.C. Paul Jr., Corpus Christi in the 4J. 13th starting spot, it belongs to Brandon Skinner out of Corpus Christi. He runs the number 2 car. Then starting back in 14th, Jeff Johnson, McAllen in the 13J. Starting in 15th, Chris Vinson, 18R. And 16th starting position belongs to Carl Buchanan. Let's see if Carl makes that. He was smoking pretty bad there in that heat race. He's out of Lake City, Texas. He drives the 510. All right, this one should be fun. Well, 510 is back on the track. Whatever was causing all that smoke has been repaired, I assume. And so Carl Buchanan back on the track. All right, we got 18 cars. This is Pure Stock class. Pro Line Pure Stocks. And we got the beautiful Sames Ford Raptor leading them around. All right, 1 to go as they roll past this time. 1 to go, and we got a lot of cars, 18 on the track. And this one should be kind of fun, I think. Emma Hendricks, Jamie Deere, excuse me. It says James Deere, but I've known him for Jamie for 15 years. All right, and he drives the 15D, so there we go. All right, caution light is out as we roll around, and we'll be heading for racing. Emma Hendricks going to lead him around. Jamie Deere on our outside. Let's see what happens. Here we go. All right, Emma Hendricks on the inside. Jamie Deere makes a strong run on the outside. He takes the lead. Got a little bumping and banging, and we got one spun around. That looks like the 88 car. That is Alexis Hendricks. But she is away and rolling out of turn number 2, and we're staying green. Up front is Jamie Deere. All right, the man on the move right now is John Wayne Wilson in the 39 and GW Hessong in the 35. They are battling with Emma Hendricks for that second and third spots. And Curtis King in the 42 says, I want a piece of this action. So we got them 2 wide. They're 2 rows deep, running for second, third, fourth, fifth. Up front, Jamie Deere has this one in the lead right now, but one of these cars is going to break out of this group. It could be this car, number 35, GW Hessong. He won the feature race here last week, and he's got some speed in that 35. All right, still a pretty good battle back there, but Hessong takes over sole position 2. And Curtis King in the 42, he now takes the sole possession of position number 3. So that's the way it looks right now. GW Hessong got some ground to make up. He wants to repeat again this week as Jamie Deere has stepped it out a little bit in that 15D. All right, Hessong, King, Emma Hendricks, John Wayne Wilson, 39. All right, Jamie Deere catching up with Hendricks in the 88. See how he handles that. Meanwhile, behind him, G.W. Hessong, the 35, Curtis King in the 42. And John Wayne Wilson now making a move on the inside of Emma Hendricks. And it looks like he will take over fourth spot. And he does. All right, it's Jamie Deere. Here he's coming around right now in the 15D, trying to maneuver around the 88A. And puts the 88A a lap down. G.W. Hessong, Curtis King, looks like they're shaping up for a pretty good battle now for second spot. John Wayne Wilson, 39. He may be up in there in a few minutes to be part of that. 18R. 18R is dropping out, taking his car to the inside. That is Chris Vincent, the 18R, taking his car to the infield. All right, it's still Jamie Deere. Pretty good lead, and he's saying, I don't want to see me no caution. Continues to build on that lead as UW Hessong in the 35, Curtis King in the 42 are battling for second and third, but not making much ground on Jamie Deere in that 15D up front. All right, Hessong in the 35 with solid position 2, and Curtis King solid in position 3. John Wayne Wilson looked like he was going to charge in the 39, maybe up and get in the middle of that, but he has kind of held his position for a while now. All right, halfway for Jamie Deere as he rolls past the start-finish line. All right, Jamie Deere, 15D. He's the man right now. Second place, G.W. Hessong. Third place, Curtis King. Fourth place, 39, John Wayne Wilson. Like Hessong may be cutting into Deere's lead just a little bit, but Jamie Deere may have backed it down just a tad as well. He's got a pretty solid straightaway lead. And we got some smoke coming out of the 510 once again, but doesn't seem to be anything major that anyone's worried about. That's Carl Buchanan in the 510. And Jamie Deere in the 15D coming up to put a lap on the 510 right now. All right, Jamie Deere don't want to get hung up behind the 510 because Hessong is still lurking back there and could still make a run at it. He managed to get by on the outside through turn 3 and turn 4. All right, down the back stretch, it is Jamie Deere first, Hessong second, third is Curtis King. That has not changed. Jamie Deere now coming up on Brandon Skinner in the 2. Try to make his way around there. Meanwhile, G.W. Hessong has to figure a way around Carl Buchanan at the 510. All right, Jamie Deere looking on the inside of Brandon Skinner. Going to put Brandon Skinner a lap down. And he don't want to get hung up too far behind him as Hessong has made his way around Carl Buchanan in the 510. And Jamie Deere is clear of Skinner in the 2 car. G.W. Hessong in the 35. Curtis King in the 42. John Wayne Wilson in the 39. Closed the gap a little bit on the 3rd place. All right, white flag. That is Jamie Deere. Jamie Deere in the 16. He's got to cruise it on around now. He's got a good lead. Hessong is not really in the picture. He is second. We got a battle right now for third. Curtis King seems to have it pretty well in hand. Soprano Victor, there he is, Jamie Deere. He takes the win. GWS Song, last week's winner, finished in second. Third place goes to Curtis King in the 42. And that was your feature race tonight in the pure roll line, pure stock class here at South Texas Race Ranch. All right, it's a very good racing in the pure stock class. Very good racing. You know, these are guys who, well, some of these are pros, old pros have been doing this for a while. Some of them are just getting started and getting their feet wet. Jamie Deere been racing a long time, but not to have any real major caution flags on that one. Yeah, that was a pretty good job by everybody in that field. And we'll be waiting on Jamie Deere to roll around, and we need to give the longtime racer here at South Texas Race Ranch, need to give him a big hand when he rolls up.
And Jamie Deere going to make his victory lap with the checkered flag. 3 races, 3 different winners in the pure stock division. I told him on the receiver that we're going to have to bump their pay up a little bit and give him a pat on the back for running like that. That was a heck of a good race right there. Other than our leader, he kind of stunk up the show out front, but overall that was a great pure stock race, and what we want to see out of every class is a lot of green to checkered racing. Fantastic racing overall. There he is. He can hear y'all. Jamie Deere. All right, Jamie, picking up that first win of the season here. So you've been fast every week. You've just been kind of right there, second, third, not been able to get it done tonight. You just kind of got out there and ran from them. Track conditions or working on the car? What helped you get there?
Basically working on the car, man. The first 2 weeks, I was just trying to be here and everything, but this last 2 weeks, I've been working on there trying to get the car to turn and everything, and it's working, I guess. So I'm happy with it.
All right, who helps you get this done, get out here and make circles and win races?
First is Glenn Rahi. He's helped me on this car tremendously. All these parts are probably his, but other than that, my girlfriend, Lori, Darpro Construction, Raymond over there, Mark and Linda Calhoun, and then the whole Rahi bunch. So,
all right, congratulations. There it is. Jamie Deere will get a picture for the Caller Times. All right, we're going to let him get a quick picture. Hey, I wanted to thank all y'all for coming out tonight. I also wanted to recognize someone tonight, a racing legend here in Corpus Christi. If you've ever been to the races and you've ever been to CC Speedway in your lifetime, you'd recognize the name. And, man, he's been in a battle, and I've been saying a lot of prayers. I hope all you prayer warriors and prayer people out there will say a prayer for him. And I want to recognize and give a round of applause. Greg Carlucci Sr. making it out tonight to the racetrack. Thank you, Greg, for many, many years of great racing, many, many years of, doing what you do, whether it's your kids, whether it's you, putting on fantastic shows down here in Corpus Christi for the fans and all of us. Always be a legend. We appreciate you, Greg.
All right, absolutely. Great to see Craig Carlucci Sr. here, part of a great racing family here in South Texas. So very exciting to see him back. He kind of went through some tough times, I've heard, and very happy that he's joining us here at the track tonight. All right, let's get ready. We're not done yet. Oh, no, my friends. It's time for E-Mods to take the track, the AOC Auto Parts E-Mod class. Here is your starting lineup. Rowdy Flanagan in the 57 out of Marble Falls. He will start on the pole. Jaden Edmond, he looked very fast in that heat race in the 00E. He starts second. Rolling off third, Brad Wattups in the 34W for Corpus Christi. Starting fourth, Zachary Calhoun, Corpus Christi in the 22. Fifth place starter, Nathan Titzman, L87. He was your winner in the feature last week. Starting sixth, Cameron Volchow, out of Lytle, Texas. He runs the number 18. Starting in seventh is Brianna Witchy, Corpus Christi, 59B. Starting ninth, Gilbert Perez III. He is in the number 3 car. Starting ninth, Ramsey Villarreal in the 30. Starting in 10th, Matthew Hillen, Corpus Christi in the 34. Starting 11th, Tyler Gilpin in 21T. Starting in 12th, David Sheffield, Orange Grove, Texas in the 4K. Starting 13, Daniel Taylor. He's from Sinton. He drives the 68T. 14, Benjamin Fanning, Corpus Christi 96F. Starting 15, Kyler Ross out of Corpus Christi, King High School. Yay, King. And he drives the 17. My bad. 16, Daniel Preston in the 6. Is 16th starter, 17th is Jonathan Cervantes in the 46. E-Mod racing is about to happen. That's Rowdy Flanagan in 57, going to lead him around. He is on the inside. On the outside is Jade Edmond. We've got a green flag, and we are racing. On the outside, it's Jade Edmond in the 00E. He showed a lot in that heat race. He looks like he's picking up where he left off. Rowdy Flanagan in 57, running second. Edmond first, Flanagan second. Zachary Calhoun in the 22 has third spot. All right, Jade Edmond is not messing around. He is checking it on out. Flanagan second, Calhoun is running third. L87, Nathan Titzman is battling Calhoun for that third spot. He's on the outside, Calhoun on the inside. They go down the back stretch. It's a pretty good race, but looks like Nathan Titzman in the L87 is going to take over third, pushing Calhoun back to fourth. Jaden Edmond, 00E. He's the man of the hour right now. Rowdy Flanagan second. Nathan Titzman third. Zachary Calhoun runs fourth. All right, we got one pulling to the inside. We have got caution out on the track. I believe that is the 34W of Brad Wattups. I believe that's that car that pulled to the inside and is heading off to the pits. So Brad Wattups out, moving his car into the pits. All right, not exactly what Jaden Edmonds wanted to see in the 00E because he was had pretty good control on this one. Rowdy Flanagan in the 57 is second. Nathan Titzman, L87, is third. All right, as you see, once again, the cone is out on the track. That means you cannot pass anyone until you pass the cone. All right, caution is out as they roll down the back stretch. Jaden Edmonds, 00E, he got off to a big, quick start last time. Let's see what happens this time. He brings them around. He's ready to go. We're coming out of turn 4. It's Edmond again away quickly. Rowdy Flanagan in the 57 is running right behind him. And in third now is Nathan Titzman. And Titzman challenging on the inside to Flanagan as we go down the back stretch. He looks like he may be able to take that second spot away. All right, up front, it's Edmond, but we're side by side for second. Looks like it is Titzman in the L87. Titzman in the L87 now taking over second place. He's set to sail after your leader, 00E, Jaden Edmond. And we got two around over here in turn 4. Caution is out. Looked like number 68, Daniel Taylor, involved in that. The number 34 also getting a piece of that action as well. That is, hold on, Matthew Hillen out of Corpus Christi. Those two involved in that. Sorry. I have to depend on a flashlight to see up here. I don't have any light. So it takes me a little while sometime, and I think my batteries are getting weak. And the buttons in the flashlight not doing so good either. All right. All right, Jaden Edmond was off quick. Looks like Nathan Titzman in the L87 just might have something to say about that before it's all said and done. And this, of course, brings Nathan Titzman right up on the back bumper. All right, once again, the cone is out. Cone is out, so no passing until you pass the cone. All right, one more lap, and we'll turn them green. 1 to go this time by. All right, we're getting the 17, Kyla Ross, positioned where she is supposed to be. And we believe we about got the E-mods set to go racing. Daniel Taylor in the 68, he has pulled his car to the infield. Looks like the 30 car may also have pulled in the infield. That would be Ramsey Virial. Yes, it is Ramsey Virial in the infield, and we are not going racing this time by. So this time, for sure, we get the 1 to go. Nothing's for sure, but that's the plan anyway. Up front, Jaden Edmond, 00E, Nathan Titzman, 87, Rowdy Flanagan in the 57, 22, Zachary Calhoun. And in the 5th spot is Gilbert Petters the 3rd. All right, now the caution is out, and I think we're going racing. We've got a lot of action in the infield, but nonetheless, we've got action on the track. Let's go! All right, I told you Nathan Titzman pulled up on the back of Jaden Edmond. Let's see if he's got something for him. Edmond's been the dominant car so far. And they look like side by side coming out of turn number 4. It is Edmond on the outside, but Titzman is set up on the inside as we go through 1 and 2. Can he hold that inside line? No, we can't. Jaden Edmond now pushing back into the lead. And we got one spinning around over in turn number 2. Right now it's green, and we're still green as the car that spun is moving away. And we got a side-by-side battle right now for the 3rd spot. Rowdy Flanagan on the outside, the 57. On the inside is Zachary Calhoun, the 22. Gilbert Petters, the 3rd, also in there. We also, Brianna Witchy having a little problem negotiating turn 2. She gets rolling again, and everybody's green. Up front, Jaden Edmond, the 00E. Strong battle right now for 2nd place. We've got 3 cars. We've got 3rd place on the line for one of those 3. Zachary Calhoun looks to have it. Rowdy Flanagan's on the outside. Gilbert Petters, the 3rd, saying, "Get out of my way, boys. I want that 3rd spot." All right, we come side by side for 4th. Zachary Calhoun now has 3rd. I don't think that's settled yet. Jaden Edmond continues to run strong up front. 2nd place is still Nathan Titzman in the L87. Got a car. Spun around over in turn 4, I believe. Yes, that will bring out the caution. The caution is out once again. Car that spun was the 46 of Cervantes. He got rolling away. And yeah, we're going to get everybody lined up again. Get back to racing. Really supposed to let 57 in. And those of you who are watching, and he's saying, "Oh, no way that's happening." No, I'm not letting 57 in. Gilbert Pettis said no. He can get behind me. He should be happy there. Only thing we're waiting on is 57 to pull in front of the 3. And right now that's not happening. All right, Owen's saying I'll take control of this situation. There we go. Owen's telling Gilbert Pettis the third. When we say let him in, we need to let him in. It's only the courteous thing to do. And the decision of the judges are final, and 57 goes into 4th place, and Gilbert Pettis not happy, but he's in 5th. All right, caution light is out. Jaden Edmond, 00E, is going to lead him to the cone. There's your green flag. There is Jaden Edmond. There's the cone. Everybody's away and running. All right, it's Edmond. Titchman trying to make up ground on the inside. Didn't quite have what it took to make it there, but he's not giving up. As right now we get the halfway right now. This time by. Still Jaden Edmond, 00E, second place. Is Nathan Titzman in the LED. 7th is Zachary Calhoun. And the battle right now is between Rowdy Flanagan and Gilbert Pettis III for that 4th spot. Zachary Calhoun in front of the 2. And all right, Gilbert Pettis III says, I've got that 4th, I'm going to 3rd. Watch out, Zachary Calhoun, because he's on your inside. Gilbert Pettis III moving up. Right up front it's Edmond, 2nd place. Titzman, 3rd place. Looks like Pettis as he and Zachary Calhoun make some contact as they cross the start-finish line. Well, Gilbert Pettis now has 3rd, but Zachary Calhoun not giving up on that 3rd place too quickly here as he battles back on the inside as they go through 3 and 4. And Rowdy Flanagan at 57 says, I want a piece of this action, and he's right there as well. All right, there's Edmond, there's Titzman, and here comes Pettis, Calhoun, Brianna Witchie, Rowdy Flanagan, all scrambling for that 3rd spot. All right, your battle right now is for 3rd. Gilbert Pettis III, Zachary Calhoun in 4th, Rowdy Flanagan 57 is 5th. 6th is Brianna Witchie working way up high through 1 and 2. All right, Gilbert Pettis III in 3 seems to have secured 3rd spot pretty well. Edmond working around some lap traffic. Let's see if that allows. We got one pulling off into the infield. Looks like the number 21 T. E.J. Gilpin retiring his car into the infield. Got the 18 doing some racing in the infield, but getting back on the track coming out of turn number 2. That is Cameron Bolshaw. It's Edmond. It's Titzman. It's Gilbert Pettis III. They got it going. 1, 2, 3. I do believe that's a white flag, and it is for Jaden Edmond. Edmond got a solid hold on that 1st spot. Looks like Nathan Titzman has got a solid hold on that 2nd spot. And Gilbert Pettis III, working his way around the lap car, has got a solid hold on 3rd spot. There is your winner with the checkered flag, Jaden Edmond, 00E. 2nd place, LD7, Nathan Titzman. Here comes 3rd place finisher, Gilbert Pettis III in the 3 car. Well, the best racing on the track was back for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th spots. There was some pretty good battling going on back there. But up front, yeah, this guy, 00E, Jaden Edmond. Yeah, he had things covered pretty well.
He's excited. There's Jaden Edmond. Jaden Edmond picking up his first win in the E-Mod here at the Race Ranch. He's been close. He's been real close. Finally knocking that monkey off his back. So good job. So what he did is he's the first one to win this year with a roof on his car. So I'll give him that piece. But congratulations, Jaden. Tell me a little bit about it. Did you know they were there? You know what was going on? I mean, you just drive it for all it was worth?
I mean, I didn't know that anyone was there. I know I saw Nathan Titzman there. Good, clean racing by him. I greatly appreciate that. But I just try to keep it steady, and I didn't want to what happened the other weekend. Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to happen the other weekend. I agree. I'm sure you didn't. So, hey, great job. Who helps you put all this together? Obviously, you're a young man, and this takes a lot of work and a lot of money. Who helps you out, man?
I wanted to thank a lot to my dad, my friends, and I like to Jerry Villarreal for helping put this car together, spending a lot of Friday nights out late. Yeah, to making it the bad beast it is. I'm really grateful that I'm here in this victory lane.
All right, congratulations. Give a round of applause, Jaden Edmond. We got one race left, folks. The factory stocks, one to go, factory stocks. Factory stocks, the last race of the night, and we have a full field of them guys, Larry. This one's going to be a barn burner. I tell you what, looking forward to this next one. Like I said, Jaden Edmond in the 0-0, first car to win with the roof on the car this season at either Race Ranch or Texana. So here we go.
All right, then. Yes, folks, this unfortunately is the last race of the evening, but the entertainment doesn't end with the last race. There's plenty of stuff going on. Go down
Hold up,
to
Larry.
the pits.
Larry, hang on one second, Larry.
All right.
I got
Larry needs to be
two.
quiet.
I got two cards here. I got a Bank of America card. Looks like Riley Shepard. And I got IBC Bank card, Stephanie Garza. Y'all lose bank cards somewhere, so you can pick them up in the bar. We didn't charge anything on them. You're all right. Thought about it. Factory stocks, Larry. Factory stocks.
Factory stocks it is, sir. Same sport, factory stocks. Let's set that lineup for you. This is the final race, but like I said, a lot going on, a lot to do after the racing is over. Go down, check out Riptide in the bar. Go down and meet all these drivers. Get some pictures. Introduce your kids to some of these guys and let them get up close and take a look at these cars. But right now, let's talk same sport, factory stocks. Let's set your starting lineup. It looks like this. Steve Grants drives the 21G out of Robstown, Texas. Starting second will be Megan Dobson from Portland in the 133. Starting third, Johnny Johnson from McAllen in the 13J. Starting fourth, Chuck Perry in the 115. Starting fifth, Cameron Story, 741 from Corpus Christi. Sixth, Brian Rye in the 154. Starting seventh, Mason Castaneda from Orange Grove in the 28M. Starting eighth, Nathan Rahi, 25R. Starting ninth, Stephen Danielson, 149. 10th place starter, 04, Jacob Burnett. Rolling off 11th, Dylan Kowalik out of La Vernia in the 29K. Greg Carlucci Jr. driving the 6C is your 12th place starter. 13th starter is Nathan Oakes out of Cuero in the 21. 14th, Ryan Carlucci in the 34. 15th, Jesse Sandoval in the 7. Starting 16th, Hector Aguirre in the 113. 17th position belongs to Joey Heineman from Corpus Christi in the 41. And here's an interesting one. Starting 18th, Christopher Cox, 78. Says his hometown is New Alexander, Colorado. So if he's from New Alexander, Colorado, thank you, sir, for coming down and racing with us tonight. Unfortunately, I don't see him out on the track, so thanks, maybe I'm premature. All right, out there is that beautiful Sames Ford Pace truck leading the Sames Ford factory stocks around. All right, Sames Ford Pace truck has moved to the infield. The caution light has gone off. That means Steve Grants is going to lead him around to a green flag. There's a green flag. There's Steve Grants. He's off and running. So's everybody else. And Steve Grants with a nice jump takes off to a quick lead. Megan Dobson says, not so fast. I'm right here. But we got a hard charge on the inside. Got several cars moving on the inside. That looks like Cameron Story in the 741 making a charge up into second place. Got 3 wide going through turn number 4. That seldom works, but they work this time. All right, it's Grants in the 21. Cameron Story in the 741. Megan Dobson in the 133. Megan drops back into third. Cameron Story takes over second. Steve Grant's in the 21G up front. All right, so again, that inside line. Got a mover on the inside. That's Mason Castaneda in the 21M. He is now up to third spot. All right, we're looking at 3 wide going out of turn 2. Mason Castaneda takes advantage on the inside. He takes the lead. Not the lead, he takes second spot. Excuse me, up front. With a pretty substantial lead so far is Steve Grants in the 21G. Second place right there, Mason Castaneda. Third, Cameron Story. Cameron Story would like that second spot back. Yeah, he looked on the inside of Mason Castaneda, not able to make that happen. All right, that 154, you saw him racing pretty hard in that heat race. He's now moving into contention in 4th place. It looks like Brian Rye now into 4th in the 154. Up front is still Steve Grants in the 21G, Mason Castaneda in the 28. The 741 is Cameron Story, and 154 now, Brian Rye. Brian Rye has moved into contention into 4th spot. All right, things settle down a little bit right now. Up front is Grant. 2nd place, Castaneda. 3rd place, Story. 4th place, Rye. 5th place, still hanging in there, is Megan Dotson in the 133. All right, caution. We have caution out on the track. All right, looks like the 113, Hector Aguirre, is sideways over in turn number 4. Hector gets that one rolling. We're going to have to move Hector Aguirre back to the back because that was a solo spin. All right, there's Steve Grants, 21G. There's Mason Castaneda, 28M. There's the 741. That's Cameron Story. The 154. That is Brian Ryan, the 133. That is Megan Dotson. The 115 is Chuck Perry. The 25R is Nathan Rahi. That's the way your top runners look right now. We're still under caution, but let's look for that caution light to go down as we get down to the back stretch. And the caution light is out. Steve Grant's going to lead him around. Let's see. Is he going fast or is he going slow? Looks like he's going slow to lead him, going slow to lead him, going slow. Now it's time to go. Here we go. And we're off and racing. All right, it's Grant's off quick. Castaneda in second. Cameron Story in third. But Brian Rye now moving up side by side as he tracks on the inside of Cameron Story. And looks like Rye takes that 3rd spot. Megan Dotson, Megan Dotson in the 133 caught a tractor tire. That thing's rolling out on the track. Looks like nobody's going to hit it, but that did some severe damage, I'm sure, to the 133 of Megan Dotson, and that has brought out a caution. Those tires, yeah, they're no fun to hit those things. They do some very big-time destruction to a race car, so looks like she's able to roll away. Yeah, she's rolling. The 133 is rolling, so the caution is out for her. We got to get that tractor tire back where it belongs. So we'll get everybody lined up once again, and we'll get the same Ford Factory Stock feature race underway again. Up front, Steve Grant, he's been tough. Nobody's really showing much to try to get a hold of Steve Grant's back bumper. Second place, Mason Castaneda in the 28M. Third is 154, Brian Rye. Fourth is Cameron Story. Fifth is Chuck Perry. Let's see, Megan Dotson. She's going to have to drop to the back, but she's the one that caused that caution, and she has some pretty good damage on the right front of that car. I'm not sure, looking at it, that car is race ready or not. She rolled away from it, and she's going to the back of the pack because she caused the caution, but can't really tell how good that right front tire is. All right, looks like we're going to get the one to go this time by. Everybody seems to be more or less where they belong. Steve Grant's going to lead them around. All right, I think Megan Dobson's okay. She did a little damage to the front right. But we have the caution light out. And once again, Steve Grants is the man leading them around to the cone. And we're away. And, man, stepping out away real quick is Steve Grants. He's getting a real good jump on these other competitors on that green flag. Mason Castaneda lost second place, takes it back. He is now in second. Grants is first. Brian Rye is running third. Cameron Story is fourth. All right now, Castaneda on the outside. On the inside is Brian Rye in the 154. That is the battle right now for second place. All right. Got a new runner for second place. That's Brian Rye in the 154. He takes it away from Mason Castaneda. He now has second. Does he have anything for Steve Grants? All right, Grant's starting to check on out. Let's see if Brian Rye can close that gap. All right, we got a pretty good race forming up right now as we get the halfway point this time by. For third spot, Mason Castaneda has fallen back a bit, and Chuck Perry in the 115 is picked up a bit. And there's a race right now for a third spot. Up front is still Grants to the 21G with the lead. Second place is Brian Rye. Third spot is still Castaneda, but Chuck Perry in the 115 is right there. Cameron Story has dropped back to fifth. All right, it's Steve Grants right now. He's gotten that quick jump on everybody at the start when the green flag drops, and he's done nothing but build on that lead ever since. So up front, it is Steve Grants, 21G. Brian Rye, 154 second. Mason Castaneda closing in a bit on Brian Rye. He may want to challenge for that second spot again, as he's pulled away a bit from Chuck Perry in the 115. All right. We got one spun around. We got a car around over here in between turn 3 and 4. We'll see who that is. I think I know who it is, but we'll wait. That is the 21 car. The car that went around over there. That's Nathan Oakes out of Cuero. Not the 21G, which is way up front. But not anymore because we have a caution. And moving right onto his back bumper now is Brian Rye. Mason Castaneda, the 28, is third. Chuck Perry is fourth. Fifth place is Cameron Story. And in fifth is Nathan Rocky. So once again, the cone is in play. And we'll get them started once again in a single file. And get all right, looking like we may have the lineup set. We've moved the 21 car to the back because he was the man that spun. That is Nathan Oakes. Let's see, down the back stretch. And the caution light is out. As we head into turn number 3, leading them around once again, Steve Grants in the 21G. Brian Rye in the 154 right behind. All right, green flag is out. They come to the cone, and here we go. All right, once again, Grants, when he comes out of turn 2, boy, he picks up some speed and puts a gap between him and that second place car. Second place car right now is Brian Rye. He has a battle on his outside. That is Macy Castaneda in the 28M. And Chuck Perry in the 115 is in 4th. All right, Rye taking a look on the inside of our leader. But once again, down that back stretch is where Steve Grants has a lot of speed. Once again, Rye closing up as we come through 3 and 4. He's looking on the inside. He's looking hard on the inside. Not going to happen this time. Steve Grants is still your leader in the 21G. Once again, open up a big gap down the backstretch. That is Grants in the 21G, moving on the inside now, taking a look, but not going to happen this time. As Grants is too far ahead. That is Brian Ryan, the 154. Mason Castaneda in the 28M is 3rd, but he's getting a challenge from Cameron Starry. Cameron Starry now making a move maybe to look at that 3rd place. All right, it's still Grants. Rye 2nd, 3rd, side by side right now for 3rd. It looks like Cameron Story with the 741 working on the inside. He is going to take that 3rd spot. Looks like if he can hold that line coming out of turn number 2, he does. He takes 3rd. Castaneda moving back to 4th. Perry in 5th. White flag. This is it. One more time. Steve Grants. He's had to jump on the rest of the field all night. Can he hold it one more time? Looked like got a little bit of challenge there from Rye. Rye usually closes up through 3 and 4. Let's see if he can make a move here. Grants goes high. Opens up a little bit, but not enough for Rye to make a move. Grants takes the win. 2nd place, Brian Rye. 3rd place is Cameron Starry. Cameron Starry takes 3rd, and Steve Grants led from the drop of the green all the way to the end. So very nice run by Steve Grants, longtime racer here. Moved up to, I believe, Dallas, somewhere in that area, and moved back, and he has been a very hot racer ever since he's come back. 21G, Steve Grants.
All right, don't forget, we got Riptide in the Turn 5 bar. We're going to have a great night. Y'all, it's only 9:47, so you can head down and get your autographs, make your way back up for a cold beer and some bar. Thank you so much for coming out and racing and watching the races with us. We really appreciate each and every one of you. See you back on May 21st for another great night of racing. If you liked what you saw, tell your friends, come back. We appreciate you very much. We'll get Steve out here. Still got plenty of food in the kitchen, even if you want. Hey, you can hear you. How about it? Give a round of applause. Steve Grants in the 21G. All right, Steve, talk to me real quick. Little different line that I'm used to seeing down in 3 and 4. Look like Rye, when Rye caught up to behind you, Rye was fast. Obviously, come from quite a ways back to get there, and then he was a little loose off of 2, and he would dig on you a little bit down in 3 and 4. But your line was a little different than I've ever seen run here. It reminded me of old San Antonio Speedway days of driving it up, diamond it, turn it in the center, and drop it down. So give me a little bit about your thought process and how you found the line that you did tonight to put it on him there.
Well, normally we have this car set up to go straight to the bottom, and nothing was there. So the same setup kind of was doing that same diamond, and I ran asphalt for the first 10 years I raced, so I knew how to do that. This was a long time coming, a win here. We won one last year, but it's been a while. And it's been a long time since I got to win one from the pole and lead every lap. That's hard to do, especially in this class. Track was good. Thanks to all the fans. Hey, guys, thanks so much for coming out. Hey, you guys are amazing, but do me one favor. When we race next time, bring a friend, all right? Bring a friend. Let's really pack the house. We don't need sprint cars. Hey, sprint cars did great. I appreciate them. But you guys come out and support our local guys just like this, man. We really appreciate it. It means a lot. And good job, Owen, and the whole crew here at the Race Ranch.
Hey, who do you want to thank, man? You got a lot of sponsors on the car. This takes a lot of money and a lot of effort. And I know you got family that helps you and friends. So give us a little bit about who it's about.
Okay, so first of all, of course, my pit crew. That's my sons, Kyle, Noah, Jared. Noah's not here. He's running his go-kart at I-37. But these guys, they work their butt off when I need them to. Usually it's the driver's fault when we wreck, and they come over and help me fix it. Got some great sponsors. Starry Forest Ranch, man. James, thanks a lot for everything you do. Mobags Suspension Technology by Chris White. Wow. My son-in-law builds some awesome shocks for this car, and it works really good. He's put a lot of time and effort into it with Morgan Bagley's help, and they do great. Same's Ford. Hey, if you guys need a new vehicle, my son just happens to be the big guy with the big savings right there in the red shirt. Go see him at Same's Ford. He'll get you hooked up with a new vehicle. Hector Aguirre and the 113, great guy. They help us out a lot. Hitman Designs, they do the graphics on the side of the car. That's just amazing. Wild Child Chassis, Damon. Man, I can't thank you enough for building a good, safe, awesome car. And last, WCH Race Engines. We were showing them the horsepower tonight, that's for sure. And Jamie Wells does a good job. I want to thank my friend Beth for coming, supporting me, longtime friend. That was amazing. And just everybody. Hey, you guys make sure next race, what are we going to do? We're going to bring a friend. All right.
All right, Lynn's ready to go home. Let's get a picture for the collar time. So great job, Steve Grant's picking up the win tonight here. Jude Allgaier Racing Night at the Races. Man, y'all still got some dollar Dos Equis down there. Larry, you never had to leave tonight. Congratulations. You can thank me later. Maybe you buy me lunch this time for that. But we're back on the 21st. We appreciate all of you guys, and we hope you'll return. Like Steve said, bring a friend. Tell people what you saw tonight. Tell them you're out of here at 9:47. Half the people ask me about, well, what time's it going to be over? They don't want to race till 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Well, it's over at 9:47. So, and we ran through 90 cars, had a good night of racing with some great racing. So thanks again. Thanks to all the drivers down in the pits and their crews. We couldn't do this without some amazing drivers here at the South Texas Race Ranch. So let's kick the band off and have some good times down there in the bar. Thank you again for coming.